guys are gonna have to fucking get close. Unless Rick wants to back that up. Back it up, bitch. Welcome into the show. I just made Rick walk away, so you guys are gonna have to deal with me doing the open. Fuck it. Get weird. Rotate the light itself that way a little bit. Keep going, and golden right there, right there.
I think we're fine.
That's it. That's it. All right, so I'll be a little bit half off, and you know, you guys, we'll just all lean together, get weird with it. Welcome into the show.
What's up, guys?
I am Rich Fiddler. That's what he says.
Welcome into Fantasy Unclean. I am your host, Rich Fiddler, joined as always by Scott Robley, Frodo Carvel, and special guest Todd Thomas,
also known as Toad.
Sup, sluts.
Yes.
So it's been a long time because we're doing a new format where we're coming out on Wednesday nights instead to accommodate some family situations. Oh yeah, this light, that's what we're missing. That one there. What I don't want to forget is Thursday night football. That was the worst game.
Yeah, it was.
Ever.
And we have a Broncos fan here.
Yes.
Who can attest to the fact.
It was the worst game I've ever watched. I could not turn it off.
It was literally.
It was that bad.
Like, I had to just continue to watch it because I was like,
Yeah.
When the commentators are literally yelling, run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
I know, right? Right? Al Michaels was really fun to listen to that night. Like, he was just roasting them. He was just so done with the game.
It was so bad.
There was like, yay, we get overtime. More of this game.
There was nothing.
I know, right?
Oh,
The
yeah,
game
that's
was
what it needed. Yeah.
There was nothing redeeming about that game. The defense didn't play good. The offense played atrocious.
Yeah.
There was some good defensive plays, but it wasn't like the defense just was shutting everything down and it was a defensive battle.
How is India
it was just
favorite?
I don't know.
India? They're playing India?
Indy.
I heard India.
I heard India, right? India.
No,
Those
the
guys
offense
play
is-
cricket, all right?
Which I think could beat.
Get all up in there, man.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the offenses were playing. You have the ball. No, you have the ball.
Yeah.
You have the ball. But
And
nobody scored.
Yeah.
Nobody.
And
No touchdowns in the game, right?
Russ
No.
was like,
Not even an OT?
No.
Right.
No. 12-9.
Right.
Russ was like cooking on microwave. Like, he was just like, oh,
Yeah.
Wasn't
in
even
the
a
game,
microwave.
I just
Right,
don't
he's
have to throw
cooking
an
math.
interception.
But, like, not good math. Not like Breaking
Yeah.
Bad math, but, like, if I, like, decided today to just start cooking meth, which I've contemplated because I need to make money.
It's cooking
but-
on the level like when you were a kid, you went outside, made mud pies, and you thought that was food.
Yeah, right. You're like, this is fun. And then, you have to go out and your nephew's like, hey, eat a slice of this mud pie. And you're like, nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
It was like a handicapped kid using an easy bake oven.
Yes, for sure. That wasn't plugged in.
No.
Yeah.
The kid, not the oven.
Right.
So I need your take as a Broncos fan. What do you guys think about your Russell Wilson so far?
So far, he blows goats.
It blows goats. So, but he's gonna turn it around, right? Like,
I do think
Eventually.
he will. I do think he'll
is it
turn
more
around.
Hackett or is it more Russell Wilson and the team not being on the same page?
It's a combo of all of them.
Combo
I
of
mean,
all of it,
I
yeah.
think Hackett's got a lot to do with it.
I think Hackett's been an awful coach so far.
He has. I mean, if he had to hire somebody that just manages game clock, obviously.
Right? How
that's
terrible
not-
is that?
When the fans are literally yelling
5, 4.
the clock so you don't fucking
How distracting is that for Russell Wilson on the field, who's like, I keep drifting off camera here. How distracting is that for, I'm going to just leave this here and I'm going to have to come in here and like,
You're used to that.
to be to be listening to the fans chant while he's trying to read a defense and while paying attention to the clock at the same time. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's because he hadn't got the play call yet.
Yeah, right? Oh, my God.
Everyone just go.
Yeah. So I do have a fun fact for you guys this week. This is a blatant plagiarism from Field Yates on ESPN. I was listening to Fantasy Focus, and he was talking about Patrick Mahomes and how good he is. And Patrick Mahomes, in his career as a starter, when they're down by 10 points or more, he has won 12. He has won 12 games and lost 9 games when they have been down 10 points or more at any point in the game. So he's got a 12-9 record when they're down, a 57% win rate.
That's pretty good
during that time. The rest of the NFL during that time, including the Chiefs when he's not the starter, but during that same time when Moore started or whatever, the Chiefs or everybody else is 156 wins to 873 losses. That makes it a 15% win rate when they're down 10 points or more at any point throughout the game. He's got a 57% win rate. He's going to win more of those games than he's going to lose. What the fuck? Like
is it weird that when I was watching that game and it's 17-0 and I went, the Chiefs are still going to win this game?
Yeah. Right. They're still not out of it.
Still too early.
The Raiders
needed to keep scoring.
Needed to keep going.
The Raiders had a great fucking start. Uh-huh. They looked great at the beginning. And then the Chiefs scored their first touchdown. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that changed everything.
I didn't go back and watch the game film on this one, but I did watch the game live. But I really wanted to go back and figure out if the play calling got more conservative on the Raiders side. Do you guys remember seeing if they started running the ball more, or if they started?
Well, the thing, they were running the ball great.
I know. Josh Jacobs has done awesome over the last couple of weeks.
He was running angry.
Yeah.
He was running people over, multiple times.
So it wasn't even a ball control issue. It was just that
some of the calls took some air out of their team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
they did. They definitely had a rough go of it with the penalties.
Whatever that defensive holding on the field goal was bullshit.
Oh, dude, that was horrid.
That was
rough.
not
even holding on the Raiders. But I saw a meme. I meant to send it to you guys, but it was Devontae Adams that he was walking off the field, but it had the Chiefs logo over it, and the cameraman was the Raiders, and they're just shoving him down.
Oh, yeah. That's that. So Devontae Adams, I'm sure you guys all know about this already, that he shoved the camera guy. By the way, okay, quick little caveat here. Randy Johnson, Mariners pitcher.
Taking pictures.
He's an NFL photographer now.
Yeah.
Well, he's 7 feet tall, so of course he can take pictures.
It makes perfect sense, right?
He's an NFL photographer now?
He's an NFL photographer. He's a photographer. I mean, he's a professional photographer who's also contracted with the NFL. It's not all he does.
So he could throw the camera at 80 miles an hour.
Yes, because he's 60 now, and it can only throw at 85 miles an hour.
I mean, he's still the only one that I've seen hit a bird midair.
That's his company logo. His company logo is actually a bird upside down with feathers come.
Awesome.
Like, that's brilliant, dude. Like, that's a guy that knows his branding.
Yeah.
Like, so anyway, Devontae Adams. It does matter because at some point he could be disciplined for that, right? I mean,
well, that's the thing. He could get suspended for a game or two, and they're on bye this week.
Right.
So he could be gone for the next 2 weeks. Because of that.
Right. Now, I'm not sure that it warrants a suspension. I think this is more of a fine situation because he immediately apologized. It also, like, if you watch it
from a different angle,
this guy happened to cut in front of him at the wrong time. Not worth shoving the guy down for. I'm not like arguing for that, but this is not an egregious like assault.
The thing that I saw is somebody was like, if these two people were in cars, somebody just pulled out in front of him, is what happened. And he pushed him as he walked up. It's not like he shoved him and kept walking. He
definitely pushed him out of anger. There's no question about that he pushed him when he shouldn't have. It wasn't like he bumped into him and bumped him down. Like, he absolutely intentionally, reactionarily, with purpose, thank you. He shoved the guy down. Like, he absolutely did. But it wasn't like he came out.
Also, don't walk in front of a fucking NFL player as he's leaving the fucking field.
Right.
That just lost a very close game.
Yeah. Right, exactly. When he gets hosed like that too, I mean, like,
he's already pissed off slamming his helmet. So
right, like, what's he? What else is he supposed to do? I mean, besides score one more touchdown?
Not run into Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, yes, that's what he's supposed to do.
Because one of them was gonna be open there.
Yeah.
And that turned out to be the last play.
Good again. Like, that guy is looking good again now that he's kind of coming back. Like, I think he was on a limited snap count this last week, but still look good. So if Devontae Adams is down, for 2 weeks because he's down for the bye and down for the week after that, Hunter Renfrow is the guy to go for.
Yeah, because Waller went out with an injury too.
Yeah.
And yes, and this is my favorite part of trading is I target these types of players. Devontae Adams is a premium blue chip player. So if you can take a hit on the next couple of weeks, this is a great time to try and get some value out of Devontae Adams.
I wouldn't know. I can't take a hit.
You can't take a hit, right?
I'm scoring 149 points and still losing.
Hey, I scored 81 and one.
I know, you son of a bitch.
It's just so not right.
Okay, so records in our Todd, by the way, is in our one shitty league, so he's in the primary league that we're all in. You're not in the Dynasty League, right?
No,
okay.
I'm in Dynasty.
So we are.
I have time now, though.
Yeah, you have time.
Yeah, my schedule opened up a lot.
Yeah, recent vacancies in your calendar. So in our one shitty league, Rich, what's your record right now?
1-4.
Okay, Todd.
What, 3-2?
3-2. Okay.
I'm double checking. I think
You're 3-2.
I think I'm 3-2 as well.
I think you're kind of that middle of the pack, 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
Okay.
I should be 2-3, but
And I think this league I'm 5-0. This is
This
the
in
one
this
that I
league,
should not have won this week, though.
in this league, I also have the most points scored against me. I'm having that
You're
season.
definitely having one of those seasons.
I
for sure.
have the most points
Yeah.
scored against me by like 20 or 30 points.
And you're scoring, I think, like second or
the
third.
the last 2 weeks I've been or the last
You're in the podium for sure.
yeah, I've been like second place in scoring and losing. And this week I think I was fourth place and losing. So
Yeah.
I'm scoring points.
Yeah.
I just keep going against the wrong players
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. We'll stop.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I need to go against players like Frodo scoring 81 points.
and when all my players are either injured, on bye, or in injured reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I won this week in Dynasty somehow by even playing Teddy Bridgewater and scoring 0 points.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not in Dynasty. Because I had Patrick Mahomes and I beat you.
Oh yeah. Dynasty was the one that I needed. I needed you to not score 26 points, and he had it at like 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter or something like that. Like I had a shot all the way through.
I think I beat you last year like that with Aaron Jones.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
need 36 points from Aaron Jones.
So-
And he got like 40.
so
Yeah.
Travis Kelce scored 4 touchdowns.
He's
on
good.
25 yards.
25 yards.
yeah, he
That's-
outbundied.
Yeah, he full on Al Bundy'd. And the next lowest yardage for a player to score 4 touchdowns is like 93 yards. So meaning they had to go 93, 94 yards, 90 plus yards to score 4 touchdowns, and he did it in 25 yards.
Do
He
any of
should've
you
had
guys
13 touchdowns.
Yeah, right.
do any of you guys listen to the New Heights podcast?
Uh-uh.
It's Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce.
Okay.
I always see the clips.
It's a
of it,
podcast that they've started.
Yeah.
They started this year. It's actually super entertaining.
Sure.
You get like a really good.
Both of those guys are great. Plus, they have all of the football. If you guys are
and they-
listening to us, stop. Go listen to them.
Yeah.
They give each other shit about like, can
Hey,
we talk
Mason
about you
likes
getting
turtles.
suplexed?
This week, because it comes out every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This week, Jason Kelce, who is Travis Kelce's older brother, if you
Center
don't know, he
for-
plays the center. He plays center for
Eagles.
the Eagles.
Yeah.
He was like, you're like that high school kid who came in at the last second for the big group project and scored an A after doing absolutely nothing.
Doing bare minimum, absolutely, just putting his name on the paperwork.
Yeah.
Yep. And maybe you were the guy that just presented everything.
Yeah.
Like you didn't do anything. All you did was
You're the
sell it.
you're the salesman at the
Salesman
end.
in the group, right? You just stepped up and you presented it all, and now everybody knows what they need to know about Isaac Newton or whatever, and you actually don't know anything. You're learning it as you go. Like you're like Isaac Newton is
But you did it with confidence.
that guy. Yeah, right. Exactly. You sell it
Not
with
made
confidence.
of figs.
He's not made of figs. A lot of people think that Isaac Newton's invented the fig Newton, but it's not. It was actually his younger stepbrother. Weird, right? Okay, but
Raspberry Newtons are better.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do we got as far as injury news this week? Did anybody do injury research? I mean, we're
did not.
we're not. We're not
Well, Teddy Bridgewater
totally banged up, right?
did not have a concussion, but still in concussion protocol because
Good.
reactionary and
Past concussion protocol on the field.
on the field
Yeah.
was talking to the ref, and they're like, "Oh no, you got to go off because a spotter that's 300 yards over there said you stumbled a little bit getting up."
Does not have to. The spotter does not have to provide evidence.
No, they just
They can just
saw it.
say, "Hey, he stumbled a little bit."
It's also not the spotter's fault, though, right? It's not the spotter's fault. It's the guy that then did a medical review of him, who went because the spotter doesn't go. He's got a concussion. or he doesn't have a concussion.
No. There's a failsafe for ataxia.
Yeah. This is with the new. This is
Oh,
with
oh,
the
you
new
mean,
rules.
oh, yeah. So he the spotter says he stumbled.
Shows any
Yeah,
motor
that's the
signs.
issue.
So
Okay.
that's why. Even though he
out.
passed concussion protocol on the field,
The new ones too.
because they said he stumbled,
Got ya.
he was
And
not
he-
allowed to come back in the game.
And he didn't stumble. He got up and shook his elbow
By the way,
from falling on it.
this is another reason why we need to have a sky judge. There needs to be a sky judge in the NFL, and I don't understand why there isn't. There needs to be somebody who's overlooking, who has ultimate power to be like, stop everything if the whistle hasn't blown or if the new play hasn't started. Stop everything. Here is an issue.
Well,
And
it's the NFL. They don't want to change anything that they don't think is broken, such as the
until it's broken.
Well, but that's the thing. Even though clearly roughing the passer is broken.
Yeah.
Every fan of
It
the
has been
NFL,
broken forever.
every player
For
that
5
watches
years
the
now.
play that happens goes, yeah, that wasn't roughing the passer.
Right.
Even Tom Brady that goes, I don't throw the flags.
yeah.
He knows he didn't get it. That wasn't roughing the
You know what
passer.
there should be?
Yeah.
There should be fines for referees who get things wrong.
Yeah, but no, the NFL's not even going to review it. They're not changing anything because
And-
it's for player safety.
Okay, so I understand that it can be for player safety, but there should be a, I don't know, fucking tribunal or something like that that's live walk. Maybe it's not a sky judge, maybe it's 3 sky judges. For every, they have
I
$1
agree.
billion.
I agree.
Billions of dollars that they make every year. $40 billion industry or something like that.
Yeah.
So why don't they have 3 sky judges for every single game? There are 16 games a week, and you can have and it's a two. If 2 people vote one way, that's the way it goes.
Right.
And it's for, they have ultimate authority. They can stop they can radio down and say, nope, Teddy Bridgewater, it was just a stump. We reviewed it. It looks good. Don't worry about it. He can come back into the play. There doesn't need to be a set in stone rule. There just needs to be some actual human.
Yeah, they're
interaction.
they're not calling for penalties. They're just reviewing what is being called.
Right.
And it has to be like a 10-15 second thing.
Yep.
Like, this isn't like a slow way down.
Yeah.
This is just a watching spur of the moment. You have to watch in live play going, okay, no, that wasn't actually a roughing the passer, or no, that wasn't a pass interference,
Or maybe they
whatever
even
it
do
is.
have the ability to watch the review, and within 5 real life minutes, so not game time minutes, within 5 minutes they can reverse a call. So let's say that you had 2 or 3 plays go by, and that roughing the passer penalty is, well, no, because you can't do that, because
that's
then
what I'm
you
saying.
Have,
It
then
has
you have
to be
a punt or whatever that
it has to be a 10-15 second
until
thing.
it's a play
Like,
clock
somebody
thing, right?
they
Short
are
play clock, yeah.
they have to call it before that next play happens.
Right. And they have to be able to do that. Like, I mean, they've got all 22 cameras, so they
you
should
think
be
about
able to
it,
just reverse everything.
They review
back.
every touchdown when a touchdown
right.
happens, so
Roughing
people
the
are
passer
watching
should be
it.
the same,
Yeah.
It should be exactly the same. If a penalty is called like that is obviously changing
Yeah.
either who's on the field or whatever, such as, I mean, I know it's one of those ticky-tack type things, but like when Chris Jones got flagged for talking shit to Matty Ice, and it allowed them to stay on the. Matt Ryan was off the field. He had walked off the field, and they were like, "Nope, unsportsmanlike conduct."
Yeah, that's out.
Like, I
It's not
understand
going to
that-
get fixed because it's the NFL.
Yeah,
Right.
No, but like I said, the roughing the passer should definitely be an immediate reviewable call. Like they do touchdowns.
Yeah.
Just a guy upstairs, just real quick.
Because
go
it's
in.
such a broken.
What somebody
Because
I
it's
saw
messed
somebody
up.
say was any 15+ yard
There you go.
penalty,
Any major penalty.
should be reviewable.
Sure.
That makes perfect sense. Why not?
I
Why not?
also don't think a defensive holding that is like a 5-yard penalty should be an automatic first down.
No, any
not-
any
not-
I
5-yard
think a
penalty
5-yard
should not be
penalty
approved.
should only be a first down as if they're within
If-
5
you're
yards.
right, if they make
if
their-
they're 30 yards back and they
Right.
get like you've sacked them 2 times
Right.
and then all of a sudden there's a holding and now they've got a first down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not
Like that's such a stupid play.
Yeah.
Like why is that an automatic first down?
Absolutely.
It's 5 yards.
Absolutely. And there's holding on every play on the offensive side.
Oh yeah, and defensive side.
Every
So
week.
Yeah.
it kind of opens up one of those, just proverbial, basket of like, okay, well, what now are we gonna review and all this stuff. So I mean, they tried to review
So
pass
let's make it a
interference.
flag. Maybe we don't make it make it an automatically reviewed. Maybe you make it a challengeable penalty.
Yeah.
Right? Like
They
so.
tried that with pass interference and
Yeah,
they never
that-
got
that-
anything.
The
That's
biggest
wrong.
issue
Yeah,
with
they just
with
did
the
that
pass
wrong.
interference
Again,
is
maybe
You're like,
Sky,
I didn't
the
make
Sky
it.
Tribunal.
again yeah
be
exactly
third
it
party.
needs to be something it needs to be something like the XFL did where they have one person for each game. They're literally there.
Yeah.
You can watch what they're doing, what they're looking for, what they're
Yeah.
looking at.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
because
full
most
disclosure
of those
on all of it.
most of those pass interference calls that they made
Yeah.
weren't changed.
No.
Yeah. Right, like the vast majority, even the ones that we all agreed. But the problem is they have the guys on the field and the guys that are wearing the stripes, even in the booth, have to go. Well, I guess by the letter of the law, it has to be.
And that's the thing is if you're slowing everything down and you're watching each individual frame, sure, there's something that happens on almost every
Absolutely.
play, and you could ask any DB, and they're going to be like, well, yeah, but we know going in, hey, this ref crew
Yep.
doesn't really call this.
Right. This crew lets you play it, or maybe it's the NFC West, and they always let the NFC West play a little bit more aggressive against the NFC West.
Right.
When they're playing in conference, they probably do that for the rest of the division. The rest of the divisions, but specifically, what I watch most is the NFC West, and they always let the Seahawks and the 49ers go, and the
Yeah.
49ers and the Rams go, and I guess sometimes we care about the Cardinals, but
really.
but not really.
Well, speaking of the Cardinals, we have injuries.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
we
so
do.
hit me with the injuries.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so-
step outside.
First up, James Conner, rib injury.
Yep.
He left the game, did not come back in. He's questionable for this week's game, which became a source of how the fuck did I pick him up in our league because of waivers, but
Bullshit, man. Tell that was bullshit.
he still got the better one in Kenny Walker, so it's fine.
Daryl Williams is already injured.
Yeah, so Eno Benjamin is the one that
Yeah.
people are kind of looking
They
at to
signed
pick up.
Corey Clement and
Someone who doesn't matter.
yeah.
But neither does Corey.
Right.
Right.
It's literally just depth pieces.
Baker Mayfield, which no one was starting, went out with a high ankle sprain, but I think that could be a good thing for if you're starting defenses against Carolina, because who the fuck is coming in? Is it PJ Walker again?
As of right now, it'll be PJ Walker because I don't think Sam Donald's cleared
He's
yet.
not back yet. T. Higgins, ankle injury, exited, so he's day-to-day. So pay attention. They're going up against...
Who was that?
Bengals are playing who?
Bengals play New Orleans.
New Orleans. So, see, Dalton Schultz, he can return. One of the big ones while we're on New Orleans was Olave got the concussion. That was
a concussion.
That was legit.
That dude got lawn darted into the ground.
yeah. Obviously, he's in concussion protocol. I think he's back at practice.
But Teddy Bridgewater,
He still
Right.
can't count.
Bray Bridgewater still can't fucking for some reason.
they've
So-
already said he's not the starter
Yeah.
this
But
week.
see,
He'll be the backup.
If they haven't messed up with Tua so bad,
And I don't think
Bridgewater would have been playing.
I think no, I'm good. It's a perfect storm of that.
That's the it's a quick thing, real quick. I know we talked about Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
How is he going to be the backup if he can't be the starter?
Yes.
I don't know. But I think it's because he will probably clear, but maybe not for full team activities. and just kind of be like, hey, we're not going to put him out there in harm's way again because of
Teddy Bridgewater's still a better fucking start than this dude that I don't even remember his fucking name.
Skylar Thompson.
Yeah.
Who looked good against third string during
only has to
preseason.
play
But
one offensive possession, though, and then Bridgewater can come in.
yeah,
Well, maybe, yeah.
could be.
I don't know.
Tua is back at practice, but he
Doesn't know his
He
name.
he won't be on this week.
I think 100%
understand.
he's ready to play.
I
but-
understand Tua not being out there. I fully understand that. He went full like rigor mortis on the
Yeah.
field.
You went
There
for a
was a-
UFC fighter.
There was a ton
Yeah.
of shit about that, so I understand Tua not being on there. I do not understand the whole Bridgewater thing, especially in the sense that Bridgewater can't start, but he's going to be the backup.
right.
How
If
the
he's
fuck
active,
does that
if
happen?
he's active at all, then he should be cleared to start.
Yeah,
Right.
That's full stop.
yeah.
It could be Mike McDaniels trying to trick people. Who knows?
Like I said, this goes back to different sports that you guys don't watch. It's a baseball thing. You can have your non-starting pitcher. All he's got to do is pitch 3 guys, and then
Right.
you can bring in your other guys.
Right.
That's going to be what this is with Bridgewater.
And it could be. It could very well be.
Yeah. Back to Tyreek Hill, hurt his foot. He was in a walking boot, but he's listed as healthy. He's full participant, so nothing there.
Naeem Hines went out.
Yeah.
He went full Tua.
Yeah, he did. He
Oh, God,
he
immediately,
was.
too. That was really
Yeah.
upsetting.
So I don't know if JT is supposed to be back this week,
He's
but
practicing today. He's practicing on the sideline today.
I don't think I want any part of any offensive piece from
Indy.
the Colts right now.
Oh.
Beyond that,
Did you guys talk about Rashad Penny? I assume
Not
you guys.
yet.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yet.
we're
okay.
getting there. Yeah. Saquon hurt his shoulder, but he's fine. Don't worry about him. Damian Harris is going to miss time, so
Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre Stevenson
totally
is
okay with
a great play for the next few weeks. They have some cake
Yeah,
matchups
I'm-
as
I'm
far as
very happy
against
with
running
that one.
backs.
As far as injuries, most of the Niners got hurt. Unfortunately, it's all defensive side.
Yeah, all of the Niners.
Hopefully, they get back here soon, as many of them as they
Bosa
can.
has a possibility of playing. He got a groin injury, so he probably strained his groin
Oh,
and
groin.
sat out. They knew they were going to win that game.
Yeah.
They should be able to beat Atlanta this week. I would rather them keep them out
I think they sit the
and
guys
then
that are
have him
injured,
come
yeah.
back for KC the following fucking
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
On Rashad Penny, he broke his tibia, so he's out at least 4 months. So
Yeah,
it's
we
Kenneth
can-
Walker.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker. That's going to be who ran pretty well.
It
He had
sucks
the one
so
big
much
run.
for Penny, though.
Yeah.
I know.
Taking a season, he took less money to stay with Seattle to be on a prove-it deal.
Yep.
And then he fucking injures himself again.
Right, and it's like, how do you predict this type of an injury, right?
You
Like,
don't.
right? It's not like he's got the same soft tissue injury that keeps popping up or whatever. Like, it's not like he tore his ACL and then tore his ACL and then tore his ACL.
Completely different injury.
No, he
Yeah.
broke a bone.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, man. This
Yeah.
is like you feel terrible for the guy.
Because he was playing good ball.
He was
too.
playing good.
He was balling out, especially in that game, specifically in that game. But
Yeah.
he had a slow start to the season, but he started running better towards the last two or three
The
games.
whole offense had a slow start to the season.
Yep.
Now,
The defense is even worse. but
Geno Smith, his numbers were good, but the offense was not in
Nope.
the first 3 games. Then they played Detroit and scored almost 100 points between the two teams.
right, and lost.
And lost. No, they won.
Seattle
They
won.
won that game.
I thought Detroit won.
No, they won that game.
No, they won that.
That was
remember.
that was their second win.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they played against New Orleans.
Oh, it was New Orleans this last week.
Yes.
Okay, I was
Scored a
thinking
bunch
that,
of points
I was thinking that
and
Detroit
lost.
was. Yeah, I was thinking Detroit was
Taysom
this
Hill
week.
show.
No,
Yeah,
it was reverse. Okay, yeah.
Because, Taysom Hill, the tight end.
The tight end. By the way, do not go out and pick him up.
I
Like,
did. I'm starting him.
no, you're not. You
At my
s-
tight end
you
position.
sicken me.
As a
You
tight end.
sicken me.
I
As
did
my
that one
tight
week and
end.
scored 33
He's gonna
points.
score
He-
3 points for the next
By the
3
way-
weeks.
He's the tight end 3 on the season.
Right, from this game.
This is the reason is that I don't have an elite tight end. There isn't anyone I really want to stream. I have Tyler Higbee in there, and the way the Rams aren't playing, I took a stab. If he
Also-
scores me 3 points, that's as much as Higbee would have got, but he has a way better upside of just being.
Can we
You know,
can we just take a
stupid,
second to relish in the fact that Frodo, of all people,
It's because I don't have
Taysom
Kamara.
Hill?
It's just gobbling down on some Taysom Hill nuts.
Well, it's
like-
because I don't have Kamara in that league.
Yeah. I mean, look, Taysom Hill. I don't. I was talking to the guys during the game. I don't understand how these teams when Taysom Hill is on the field, don't know exactly what the fuck is going on.
It's the same. I think the
Travis Kelce 4 touchdowns.
It's the same thing like how when the Dolphins were starting to run the Wildcat with Ronnie Brown. You knew it was going to happen, but you couldn't stop it because of the way the scheme was at that time.
Well, okay, so Taysom Hill on his big touchdown run, there were no wide receivers on the field. There were no running backs on the field.
So you just block if you get this
legit run.
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
It was a legit run play, and he ran for 70 yards and a touchdown or something like that.
And he should have been tackled. Those guys were
Yes.
so much faster than him.
Yes.
if the blocking's there, you get the second level. It's just a foot race at that point.
Yes.
But he
That's
wasn't
my team,
fast.
by the way. Fuck that guy.
But
Fuck
he
that
screwed
defense,
you by
man.
throwing that touchdown, though, too. That's what fucked
Yeah,
everybody up.
right.
It's all right. You won't be watching your team at all this week.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I'm a Denver fan, so you're okay.
I know, right? I feel actually better about my team than you do about yours.
Let me help you out with this one, too. So my uncle's a Denver fan.
Yeah.
He lost a bet
Yeah.
over the Indy game. He had to eat vegan for a week. I was like,
Oh.
He's like,
I wouldn't eat.
no, he showed me the picture of this vegan bacon.
Fuck that.
Oh
Like,
my god.
That's my biggest thing.
That's a great
If you want,
punishment.
if you
That's a
want to
good
be
bet.
vegan, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't eat vegan fake meat.
Don't eat vegan bacon. All right,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Like
All right.
a vegan burger. Don't fucking do it. Just eat a fucking vegan burger or like a vegan salad,
Right,
whatever.
Right, just eat salad and like take your supplements or
It
whatever.
reminds me of that scene from Parks and Rec where they go to like the Whole Foods and whatever, and they're like, "Would you like something that's not
What
meatless
the
bacon?"
fuck?
Yes, please. Drunk.
All right, I know everybody can't see this, but
That
my
looks
God.
like fake crab.
That looks like an emoji of bacon.
and that's legit real life. He's like,
It's like cheese.
I had to eat this.
Oh my god. Oh my. Also, I like his counters. He's got nice counters. I used to have those counters actually.
I would rather get shot by 80 paintballs than eat vegan food.
Oh yeah, for a week.
New
all
friend.
of it in my balls.
Hey Amanda, this is Todd. Todd, this is Amanda. What's up?
That's my wife's sister.
Twin.
Twin, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
That was a few weeks ago.
2 or 3
whole thing.
2 or 3 years removed.
Yeah.
Okay, we going into picks now or
Not yet.
not yet?
Well, maybe because I just totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, sure, picks.
Sure.
By a twin
How did we do last week?
Not great.
Not great. None of us did great.
Nick beat us.
What?
So you guys did not do well.
Did we do a bet with him?
I 100% just
I don't-
realized
I don't
that
remember.
elephant's
Vegan
trunk.
food for a week.
yeah.
Oh, you just did?
Yes, I didn't notice that it has a dick for a trunk.
Hang on.
So this is
This is the elephant here.
this is a back and forth thing with my wife's uncle. He started this
I'm
like
Rich's better half. All right, how dare
Yeah,
you?
I know,
Amanda?
I know.
How dare you? I am the prettier half. I am the prettier half. I am the better half. I am. Oh my god, dude.
So then
I
why
don't have more hair on my head though.
She's talking about
Did me?
I have the
Right.
most hair here.
He's got a very strong head of hair.
He does as well, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, you do. You
Yeah,
got
we're-
sons of pictures.
We're pretty
You
good.
You guys are
on
pretty
that.
close. You certainly have
His
more
is-
quantity.
yeah,
his is
yeah.
thicker.
His is thicker.
Right.
Well, at
Right.
least there.
Yeah. Right.
Not by what Amanda says. It's thicker other places. Not
Yeah.
that Amanda. My Amanda.
Different Amanda.
I don't know. Let's ask your mom.
A lot of solos won this week.
A lot of solos. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck! I can't believe Nick won.
Yeah,
Son
Nick
of a
did. But that's because Nick, like, he won his solo ones, and then all of, like, the group ones, he also got correct on.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he won more solo ones than us.
Yeah, so,
Fucker.
you three, you, Scott, or you, Frodo, and Nick,
Started picking
don't
on all of
include
our
me in this.
insecurities.
Yeah.
That's what you did, Amanda. Thank you.
you guys got Indy correct. We all missed on Green Bay, losing to New York. You missed when you picked Pittsburgh, the 14-point deficit to Buffalo.
Fuck. Oh yeah. And then he just got clobbered.
Yeah.
You're fucked outside of that first night.
Nick-
Yeah, I know, right?
Nick got his Cleveland pick based on points.
Fucker. God damn it.
Even though we were right on the team that won,
You had the back door covered.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
you got Houston
Ooh.
beating Jacksonville.
Yeah, I did. What's up? Suck it.
We all got Minnesota. I got Detroit losing to New England.
Okay.
I got New Orleans beating Seattle.
Okay.
Nick got New York Jets beating Miami because we all said Miami was going to win that game.
But we also didn't think that Teddy Bridgewater was going to go down after 10 plays.
No, it was the first play.
It was the
first play. First play that also shouldn't have been a safety.
Right. It was all fucking horrible.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus, you guys really got shit on.
No, well, it was like 1917 in the start of the fourth, and then you have a rookie quarterback who threw an interception and fumbled it, and they had short fields, and they scored touchdowns. So it's just fucking. I got off the boat and back to where reception was.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we should have pulled this out. I'm like, I fucking hate life.
Frodo got Atlanta over Tampa Bay based on points. We all got Tennessee right. We all got San Francisco right. We all missed on Philadelphia based on points. Scott and Nick got Dallas beating the Rams. Nick, and I got Cincinnati based on points, and we all missed on KC based on points.
Yeah, because they were a 7-point favorite.
I'm kind of glad you're reading that yourself, dude, because there's only like 2 people in the world that can read that.
It's fine.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's legit shit. I have to try to read that every day at work.
That's why I type.
It's not the New Orleans Cajun fighting Giants. No, that's not. That's actually a little bit racist, and I don't even think you know that it's racist.
That would actually be a pretty legit team.
That would be
I'd be
a
cool, dude. I'd be like, that'd be my team, dude. Cajun fighting Giants.
The Cajun fighting. Wait, hold on. Are they
Cajun fighting Giants?
Yes,
or are they Cajun fighting Giants?
Their mascot is a giant crawfish with a big O like.
And does it fight the Cajuns?
Because right now punctuation counts.
Punctuation counts. Like, let's eat grandma and let's eat grandma is different.
No, this is helping your Uncle Jack.
I don't know. It's up to you, man. No, you want to go that way for sure.
Yeah.
Or helping your Uncle Jack off a horse.
Exactly.
Punctuation is important.
Punctuation is very, very important. Just switch spots, maybe. I don't know. Fuck it.
I know. Why is she not on the end?
So here's a question: what do you guys think of Goodell talking about a European division?
European? I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly I hate it because my team's on the West Coast, and the teams on the West Coast always get fucked in Europe. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
Like, the time difference is so much greater for them.
The fact that the first fucking Germany game is Seattle.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
You were the backup, in all fairness.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be KC, but Tampa Bay didn't want to give up that time slot because it was their home game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because of the whole 8 and 8, so you have one extra game of being either a home or an away game.
Oh, okay.
So Tampa Bay didn't want to give up their home game against KC, which I understand.
Yeah.
For the Germany time slot, so that's why it got kicked to Seattle and Tampa Bay going to Germany.
Okay. So what was the final tally on the week for us?
Frodo and I had 7. You had 6.
Woo, that's not good.
Nick had 8.
Fucking Nick, god damn him.
Yeah.
You know what? But he doesn't get. I don't even know if we did a bet or not for him. But if we did, he's clearly not listening to the show, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know.
So we're gonna make Todd pick first this week on all the picks.
Yeah, he's not winning in Warzone and he's not winning in fantasy, so he might as well win on the podcast.
Yeah. We're gonna make Todd pick on all the games first.
Okay.
So you'll be last because you got last place last week.
Oh my god, I went from first to last just like that. God damn it.
Story of your life, huh?
It's like the Dolphins.
So first up, Thursday Night Football should be an absolute banger.
I saw that. What the
with
fuck?
I know.
Washington Commies going up against the Chicago Bears.
With Ron Rivera throwing his quarterback under the bus.
This is the only time I have seen an even line.
It's an even line?
It's an even line.
They're like, fuck it, we don't know.
Yeah.
This could end in a 0-0 tie.
I didn't double check. I'm pretty sure it's a 38-point over-under.
Say that again?
I'm pretty sure it's a 38-point over-under.
Oh my god.
It's going to be an under.
I feel like I could put up 38 points.
You're going Washington?
Yeah, definitely
all right.
Washington. I think Carson Wentz has something to prove this week.
Yeah. Well, after his coach was like, yeah, Carson Wentz is the fucking problem.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, look, he's just saying what we're all thinking and saying.
But he's not the only fucking problem on that team at the same time.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, but I just don't like Chicago at all anywhere.
And also, can we stop praising the guy that got shot by a couple of times? Like, who gives a shit? He got shot a bunch of times.
He got shot 4 times.
That's it.
I think it was,
fine.
but...
All in his
Flesh
ass.
wounds.
Huh?
All in his ass.
I mean, clearly it was flesh wounds
Yeah,
because
flesh wounds.
Because he's back
he's
out.
back.
He's back.
But he didn't run great, so I don't care. Like,
Yeah, I'm not starting. I have him in one league.
yeah.
He's clearly going to be the starting back.
Yeah, because
For that team.
Antonio Gibson's going back to
Special teams.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Thank God I changed my pick.
Yeah.
That's
What?
going to
Yeah.
keep him.
He'll
Remember?
still get some snaps, but yeah, that's what they were going to do at the beginning of the season, before Brian Robinson got shot.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm like,
dude.
leave it to
That was going to
DC.
be one of my keepers. So
I know it
yeah.
was. I know you can't get like last minute, like
second,
literally
I'm
like
oh shit!
in
no.
the draft or maybe like minutes before
Right
the
before
draft.
About
Yeah.
4 minutes before, I'm like, no, wait,
Yeah.
I still have time. And then
Yeah.
that's where I got Ramonde in the 12th round.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
that worked out.
Frodo, who are you taking in this one?
Commies.
All right. I think I'm going to go that way as well. So, Scott, you could be on Chicago. You could be on an island in Chicago.
Do you want to take the Fields Island that over-under might throw for 100 yards?
Did they fire their coach yet?
No.
Take the commies. Fuck, man.
All right. Next up, we got San Francisco traveling to Atlanta. San Francisco's 5.5-point favorites.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're all taking
Yeah, San Francisco, 5.5 points.
But with
Let me just go ahead.
With that defense?
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
make my
Even
notes.
fucking beat up, that defense is gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. Marcus Mariota. He should have stayed on the Raiders.
Who Funk is gonna come away with another pick?
I mean, they got Cordero.
Can you do an
Patterson, and
anytime
that's it.
touchdown on a
Fuck,
defensive player?
Probably.
Dude, that'd be sick, dude.
Probably.
Do an anytime.
Yeah.
Probably pays a lot.
Dude,
it
I
probably
imagine
does.
it would. It'd be really good.
Yeah.
And he's been
Dude,
playing
some
so
of these
good.
fucking parlays that are coming out.
You're just
know.
fucking nuts.
Dude, well, I hit thank you, Denver. I hit a.
You did?
I
That's true.
I won $400.
Nice.
I won a total of $500. I bet $100. Took home $500. So
Nice.
Barely. Just barely.
Just barely. The last pass of Russell Wilson connected my parlay, my three stat line, my 3 prop parlay. I had who did they play again?
Indy.
So I had
Luckily
Matty
enough, you
Ice.
didn't put any touchdowns as part of your parlay.
No, I
Right,
didn't.
yeah.
I had Matty Ice. So based on the fact that their running backs were all fucked up, I was like Matty Ice and Russell Wilson on the over of their completions, which was 21.5 for Russell Wilson, and he completed 22 passes at the very last second. That last Jerry Jeudy pass.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was my 22nd pass, and I was like, yeah! Finally, Russell Wilson does something good.
I'm just gonna say this right now, dude. Do not go 20+ passes on Russell Wilson.
Dude, apparently, like, I barely eked it over, and the
Yeah.
only reason I eked it over was because fucking Indy came back and tied it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to go to overtime
to
for you to get
overtime.
it.
Because normally, I mean, the way they're playing right now, 21 passes or completions?
Completions.
Completions.
21 plays is about.
Yeah.
About
That's-
it.
I
Yeah.
think that's 42 plays he's got to try to do right now.
Oh my god.
I would stay under on 21.
You guys are definitely losing that trade right now.
Yeah.
But look, I still believe long term you guys are gonna win that.
I think it's going to be okay. It's
I think maybe the issue was maybe what it was. Ooh, conspiracy theory. Maybe
All roads
this-
lead to Denver Airport.
Yes, that's it right there. It's that Denver airport. No, it's the Illuminati. Maybe Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll are still in leagues with each other, and they're like, look, we only got one more season of picks from you guys, so just tank this season, get your money, but
Give
tank
us the
this,
pick.
help us out, give us some good picks, and next year you guys will have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, see, I don't quite see it that way. Like, I think Russell's still going to be a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He's playing hurt. He's in a brand new system he's never played. With head coach that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Honestly,
Questionable at
but-
best.
honestly, I think that's their biggest issue.
But
Yeah, I agree.
it did take Aaron Rodgers a year to get used to Hackett's play calling
Yeah.
before they kind of got back to this I'm an MVP quarterback.
Yeah.
But because that first year Hackett was there as their offensive coordinator,
Yeah.
he did not play like Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think there's part of that in play too.
Plus the receivers. I mean, like, notoriously or famously, Russell Wilson had such a good connection, a good read with Tyler Lockett. Started building that
Baldwin.
with Baldwin.
Yeah.
Definitely had it with Baldwin. Had it with Jermaine Kearse before that, and started building it with
He had
DK Metcalf.
he had his like always had his one favorite.
Yep.
And that's what he's been trying to do with Sutton.
Yep.
And that's what he was trying to do at the end of the game there, forcing everything to Sutton.
They
Right.
just don't know each other yet.
But they had fucking
KJ Hamler. Wide open.
well,
Jesus,
but they
dude.
had Stephon Gilmore
Yeah.
covering
Yep.
Yeah.
Sutton.
So
And in the most perfect ways, Stephon Gilmore got
No,
the
he played
pick
it perfect.
and fucking got
Yeah.
the
yeah,
But, like-
with that last play there. So definitely live, and after watching it again, I thought, oh my God, Russell Wilson just flat out missed that KJ Hamler wasn't open. But then I watched the Tim Jenkins breakdown of that game, and it was really good because what he noticed was that he thinks that Russell Wilson did finally see KJ Hamler
I
open.
think he did. He threw it
And
to
he
KJ
finally-
Hamler.
Exactly.
But-
Sutton happened to be crossing at the right time, at the
Yeah.
wrong time.
Which
and-
is when Gilly Luck was able to fucking put his hand
yep,
out.
Yep. It was
Because it really did
He's-
look like he threw it to KJ Hamler. When you look at the actual play, like from directly
his
behind,
eyes
directly
went
behind
and threw.
Russell Wilson, it does look like he actually went to KJ.
But like I said, it's going to take a few more games, I think, before
I agree.
nobody played preseason.
absolutely right.
Okay, so the
Right,
first
and
4
they
games of this
probably
season
should
have been
have,
preseason.
but
Yeah, they absolutely should
Yeah.
have.
I mean, new quarterback, new head coach,
yeah,
new everything. You play your guys in the preseason and figure it out. Don't start season, week
Right.
1
And
be
it's
like,
honestly-
when
let's
you've
figure it
got a new quarterback and a new coach, you have to be playing everything that you can.
out. So literally right now, they're 1 game into the regular season if they would have played preseason,
They're,
Yeah.
they're,
5 games in.
they're still 3-2 right now, aren't they?
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Are they 2-3 now?
2 and 3.
Okay.
2 and 3.
So it's
But-
not as if they're out. I mean,
Right,
yeah,
they're not out of the hunt. In fact,
the
I looked-
Raiders don't want to do anything. So
Right. I looked it up just to be sure on this, because you know how I love to shit on Russell Wilson right now. By the way, I don't know if you've been paying attention. I am on the season. I am taking a year of shitting on Russell Wilson
Taking
as
a sabbatical,
punishment.
loving him, huh?
Yeah, just taking a year of shitting on him, just so that way he's punished for his shitty attitude. But after the year is over, I'm going back to respecting him and like all the love. Like he'll be in the Ring of Honor for sure, and like that, all of that's great.
Scott said, "My Super Bowl is Week 1."
Yes,
And that was it.
And you won. So,
and I
yeah.
won.
And
so,
he was like,
honestly,
"I fully expect to lose all other 16 games."
Yep, yep, it's
Yeah.
been a great season. I got 2 wins.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking
Great.
ecstatic.
I got the biggest win and plus a bonus one against the
See, I
Lions.
went, I've got on my team everything that seems very good. I've got these receivers that are badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sutton's a stud.
Cortland Sutton. So, by the way, this is the one that everybody was saying. All the pros were saying Jerry Jeudy's going to be amazing this year. We've been talking about Cortland Sutton since like minute 1 of that trade.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton is the guy.
Like that's gonna be your guy. Judy will get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Tight ends. They got rid of their good tight end, but
Yeah.
He's actually doing pretty decent in
they're
Seattle.
using
Yeah,
like
no, yeah,
6 different fucking tight ends.
Yeah,
so you
they
can't
can't
trust
figure
any
that
of
part
them.
out.
Yeah.
Obviously,
What's honestly amazing to me is that Russell Wilson is finally throwing to his tight ends.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we had Jimmy Graham forever,
Dude, that's
and he
true.
didn't use him until the final season.
Right.
And then we've had these decent guys. For every year, we seem to have decent. I mean, I've been a big fan of Will Disley for a long time.
Big Montana?
Yeah, Little Montana.
Little Montana.
It's Little Montana. Big Montana is the other guy.
That's Big Montana.
Oh, I thought it was
Big
Little
Montana.
Montana. I thought okay. Well,
Oh, that's Big Montana.
Either way, so I've been a huge fan of him, but
Montana's just big, so it doesn't matter. I've been there.
so now that he's finally getting used, he's starting to get some rotations. And I do like the fact that Russell Wilson is finally using tight ends. He's using all of them, and you guys seem to have an endless supply of them.
Well, it's because we have like 15.
Right.
We're like, let's get rid of Noah Fant, pick up 15 other ones, and then we'll have that. What's
And draft a couple.
Yeah, and then draft some more. And then what's hurting right now is Javonte's out, but that dude's going to be a beast.
That dude's going to be so good.
He comes back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that was a
healthy
shitty
from that.
injury for him to
From that.
go
And
down
for
to.
my keeper that's
You know.
on the waivers.
Fumble Gordon, but
Yeah.
You
He
know,
didn't
Denver-
fumble this last week, or he didn't turn over a fumble this last week.
I think he still fumbled.
I think he fumbled. But
I think he
was
still
down.
fumbled.
I think he fumbled it, but he ended up being down before it actually went out.
I think the issue is he shaved his dreads, and that's where the fumble
That
came
could
from.
be. So Denver
interesting.
has this offense that has great players
Yeah.
and decent
So
guys,
much talent.
decent guys on the line too.
Yeah.
Just that
Yep.
nobody is actually playing well together, but they have good offensive line if they actually play well the way they're
Right.
supposed to. Their defense is just stupid good if everybody's
So
healthy.
Dude,
good. Yeah.
Patrick Surtain is so goddamn
He's
good.
so
dude's
good.
So
nuts.
goddamn
He's a
good.
second-year kid.
We know this because we've been forced to watch him every fucking
I
week
know.
this year.
That's the only reason you watch a Denver game. You're like, okay, well, Bradley Chubb's right now fifth in sacks, without any other name on the other side across from him.
Right. It's not a Joey Bosa situation where he's
It's-
got a.
It's not Von
Nick
Miller
Bosa.
next to him.
Nick Bosa, who's got.
Well, he doesn't have anybody right now.
Okay,
Right.
but Nick Bosa has the other guy.
He had Javon Kinlaw. He
Yeah.
had,
Khalil
Uh,
Mack.
well,
Wait,
Joey,
yeah,
Joey
Mack.
Bosa had
Yeah.
Khalil Mack
the other
Yeah,
Bosa.
yeah.
and a couple other guys.
Yeah,
But-
but basically, yeah.
You
But
know, I mean,
to your point, yeah.
They had Von Miller and then Chubb on this side, and then Chubb got hurt, years ago, and now he's basically on this island with all these other. Who is that?
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
this
right.
guy? He's fifth in the league in sacks right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, dude, that's cool. And like you said,
But also, your offense keeps giving up the ball.
right? And like I said, you got Surtain that you
That's
don't
the
right
biggest
now.
issue. Is like just like my team, our defense is on the field way too fucking much.
Yeah.
There's only so much that defense can do before you get wore down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I saw
Look at the
some
Dolphins.
crazy ass stat about Surtain today, where he's been thrown at like 100 times in his career, and he has like a 80%
Defended pass or whatever.
defended pass.
Yeah.
rating.
That's pretty goddamn
That's
good.
awesome.
Freaking nuts.
That's awesome.
as a second-year kid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
see, I was kind
That's
of
the stuff you dream of.
when they
His dad
drafted
was a
him.
stud, so-
Oh,
Yeah.
his dad was good. But when they drafted him, I'm like, why the f- did they draft him instead of Micah Parsons?
Oh,
And now I'm
yeah.
like, dude, now I get it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
legit. I'm like, I'm
Now,
cool with it. But
in all fairness,
Minka's been doing fine too.
Micah Parsons is really fucking good.
no, that dude's really fucking good.
Yeah.
But you can get that defensive line, that linebacker that's
Yeah.
going to be that next level
Yeah.
every other year
Yeah.
coming out. You don't get that cornerback
Yeah.
that shuts
Fucking-
people
well,
down like that.
Sauce Gardner hasn't allowed a touchdown in his career.
This year, yeah.
No, in his career.
Oh, even in his college career?
College,
Okay.
high school,
Yeah.
he's never allowed a touchdown.
Okay.
I saw some Jets
That's
fans.
fucking ridiculous.
I saw
Yeah.
some Jets fans toting about it this past weekend, and some other Jets fans like, dude, you guys are going against a third-string rookie, first time starting.
No. I get that. I get that. But
I
he's
would
fucking good.
love to be the first quarterback
Right?
to score on him. Like, if I'm going against them next, like, I'm absolutely going his direction all game. I don't care if I get an 80%.
I think she likes you.
Yeah, she does.
Different
I mean-
Amanda likes me.
Different.
But-
all Amandas like you.
Yeah, it
Maybe
could
you
be.
just have- maybe that's your- maybe that's your
Amanda, I
zone.
really don't want to like me. She can stay fucking.
They're going against Green Bay, so it could be Aaron Rodgers that gets that.
Right. And Aaron Rodgers is cocky enough to throw it that direction, but also
Yeah.
he's cocky enough to throw it that direction in the wrong time.
That's
so,
true.
plus he also might be high on mushrooms or something at the time.
Could be.
Yeah.
He's going to
Alaska.
throw it to Randall Cobb. So.
Yeah.
Can we all, like,
Yeah,
the not Aaron Rodgers guy, though?
That guy is so
I know,
famous for
legit,
not being
right?
anybody famous.
Oh my
All right, what do we
Okay.
got going on this week?
Next up, we've got New England going to Cleveland. Cleveland is 2.5-point favorites. Who you got, Todd?
Who's starting at quarterback? Is it Zappy again?
I think it's still Zappy.
Cleveland.
Todd's going with Cleveland, and it's at Cleveland.
And Cleveland's 2-point favorites?
2.5-point favorites.
Okay, I'll take Cleveland because I think their run game can keep
I
it
think
up.
their run game's going
I'm taking New England.
Are you?
Yep.
Interesting.
On
The
Belichick.
only reason I'd want to take New England is because I'm playing Stevenson.
Look at his, but I think.
I still see Chubb and those guys running through.
And Myles Garrett's back, so.
Is that only based on this last game, or is that what's that based on? Sell me on why New England? Because you can't have that much faith in Zappy.
No, I don't. I think Cleveland is giving up a huge amount of points to the running back, and I think after
and that's the one thing they got going
after the game that Stevenson just had.
Yep.
I think that team is on a high.
Sure.
After blanking now I know it's the Detroit Lions, but the Detroit Lions have been putting up fucking points.
Yeah, no question about it. They were the number one scoring offense,
and they got
through week 5.
They had
I think
Amon-Ra back, and he did nothing.
He only played 20 snaps. I think he was on a huge snap
Still.
count. So
Still,
or a very small snap count.
and then
I guess how you put
T.J.
that.
Hawkinson puts up 200 yards last
I kind of
week,
hate you for that one. Yeah.
and then didn't do anything this
And
week.
then just absolutely shit the bed this week.
So I think that New England will do enough to slow Nick Chubb down enough to be able to win this
That's
game.
a good point, right? Belichick is always the guy that takes out the number one guy.
Your number one option out, and so they're going to force it all
So
to
if
Brissett.
Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt can't run, because they're going to stop the run, is what they're going to do.
They'll stack the box. They'll play some different things and stack the box.
So you're going to stop Peoples-Jones and Njoku.
I don't think I don't now. I think that Peoples-Jones and Njoku and Cooper are good options. I don't think Brissett is enough of a quarterback.
Yeah. He's not quite
do what he needs to do.
But is Zappy enough with Myles Garrett back?
I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's 2.5 points.
Yeah, it may be like a 1-point game or a 2-point game.
Right, and they're favored. Cleveland is favored at home by 2.5, which means that on a neutral field they'd be plus half a point.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think you sold me. I think that Belichick is gonna outcoach the Browns. Stefanski. Yeah. And lock it down. All right. That's our first split game. There it is.
Yep. Next up, we've got the Jets traveling to Green Bay, and Green Bay is 7.5-point favorites.
I know. I was like, as soon as you said it, I was like, okay, what? How many is too many points? So by more than a touchdown.
7.5.
Yeah. So you're in the hot seat. What do you think, man?
I'm going Jets.
Ooh, I like it.
I can't do the Jets, so it's Packers.
I get that because it's your division.
Right.
I think the Packers will win. I don't think it'll be by 7.5.
It's either like a close game or they absolutely just dismantle
True.
the Jets.
They have not
The
been
Jets are
playing
not going
great.
to score at all.
They play great in the first half. They've been playing awful in the second half.
I think Aaron Rodgers is pissed after this Giants game.
Yeah,
and he
Jets
might-
are playing on a high though.
Yeah, Jets
So,
just dropped 40
I
on
mean,
Miami.
But Zach Wilson doesn't want to fuck Aaron Rodgers' mom, so it's just
you don't know
I don't
that.
know. You haven't seen Aaron Rodgers'
he
mom.
could care less.
Have
He
you
doesn't
seen
talk to her
Aaron
anyways.
Rodgers' mom?
That's true.
That's a good point. Like, if you don't talk to your mom, then like that's not a target at all.
Yeah,
I mean, did he talk to Tua's mom? Is that why he did so good?
I've seen to his mom. You don't want that.
She like that, like
That's not a draft
Pacific
night.
Islander, like
Yeah, just
kind of that. Like, I mean, that's close enough to Asian in
What about
terms of
Teddy's
like
mom?
aging progress, like where you look like you're 16 until you look like you're 110.
110 and more like
No, this is
melted
Indonesian, not Asian. They're different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's Samoan, but
Oh, he's Samoan.
so just
Huh.
think of what was the Fast and the Furious with the Rock or the what was it, Hobbs versus whatever.
Yeah.
What his mom looks like. That's what.
Yeah. All right. So your Jets,
Yeah.
your Packers,
Yeah.
your Packers,
Jets.
your Jets. Jets.
I still think the Packers are going to win.
Right.
But you think the
I don't
Jets are
think
gonna
they're
cover?
make
I
the
think that
spread.
they're going to cover that
I'm with
spread.
Frodo. I think that Rodgers is gonna finally put something together here.
Okay, so next up we've got Jacksonville going to Indy this time.
Jacksonville.
Indy is 2-point favorites.
Jacksonville.
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 I mean,
Like, even if...
I didn't even hear the spread yet.
Yeah, right. Like,
after that
even
debacle
if
we had to
Jonathan
watch.
Taylor is back, I'm
Yeah.
still taking Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They look so bad.
Right. And I can't imagine Jonathan Taylor, JT coming back from an injury, turning it all around.
And I don't know what Frank Reich's glasses he watched a Dahmer. Like, hey, it's 100% the same glasses.
Even when Jonathan Taylor was out there and not injured,
Right.
that offensive line, that
That's
is
the
the
thing.
most expensive
They haven't been
offensive line in the NFL, has just
but
looked
they lost two
so
really important
bad.
pieces. And,
They're not year to year. They're not the same, and that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Shit, I can't remember his name. The main guy that got re-signed this year. Quentin Nelson. He's still a force out there. But if everybody's not on the same page, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like your line, defensive or offensive, is only as strong as its weakest player. So that's it. That's all.
Yep.
That's so yeah.
Next up, we've got Minnesota traveling to Miami. Minnesota's 3.5-point favorites.
Minnesota.
You know what I'm
I know you're taking
You're
Miami.
going to take Miami.
Yeah.
My honest question, though. Do you honestly think if it's Stevenson the entire, or whatever that guy's name is?
Thompson. I think with the actual full week of practice, because he had 0 interceptions in the preseason and looked good. I know that doesn't matter.
No, I was laughing at what Scott was. He was sitting behind me and shaking his head going,
Dude,
no.
1 week is not going to help.
I'm just thinking, because
The
the Vikings play down to whatever they're playing.
It's
It
true.
does
Agree
not
with that.
matter.
That's true.
valid.
Absolutely
That's valid.
true.
So Xavier Howard's back, who was out last week, so he's going to be on Justin Jefferson, and they've got a little healthier on that side. Hill's fine, I think, and Mostert was starting to run well.
Yeah, he was.
So
he
he's
had
taken
himself
over
a
the
game.
he's taken over the lead back over
And
Edmonds.
wait, where did he play before?
San
Niners.
Francisco.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I even if the Dolphins lose, it's going to be within the point spread, and I think Mike McDaniel has to come out and prove it, and he's going to.
Is Waddle and Hill both playing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dangerous combo.
That's a stupid combo, dude.
It is.
Skylar
hate
Thompson
it.
has an arm too.
Honestly,
he can chuck the ball.
What's Tyreek Hill's average depth of target?
It's
Like 90 yards.
he's averaging some like,
Not average completion.
his
depth of
target.
target.
That's what I'm
It was
saying.
verging on 10 yards of
Yeah,
depth
it's
of
Right.
stupid high. Yeah.
Right, so you don't need to have a big gun to
No.
throw
No,
that
but
to
he
him.
can.
But that
That's
did-
the point, though. Is
I did hate playing you that 1 week. I'm like, oh, so you got Tua.
Waddle.
You got Hill. You have Waddle. You have their fucking kicker and their fucking defense.
Oh,
Literally,
goddamn.
I'm playing
Yeah.
the Miami team.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
But
Tua
then,
got
of
hurt.
course, fucking Tua.
He got hurt,
General
and I still
rule
kicked
of
your
thumb.
ass.
Yeah.
General rule of thumb for anybody: you do not want to play your home team. Like you do
No.
not want to draft your home team, even when the Seahawks were peak Seahawks. You do not want to draft all of those
It was
teams.
fine for the first 3 weeks for me.
Yeah, no, I'm saying general rule of thumb.
Right.
You're the exception to the rule.
That was a good
actually
stat.
Because
worked
it was
out really
fucking working out great the
Yeah,
first 3
great.
weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. I'm like, oh fuck! I
That
came
Baltimore
in that week,
game, just are like,
Dude.
I
fucking
came in that week, dude. I'm like, fuck! I'm playing Hobbit. I'm like, what in the
Yep.
what kind of stack is
Yeah.
this?
You had like 110 points out of just your team alone.
Your Dolphins.
yeah.
Right.
It was like Tua was like 40 points, Hill was 40, Waddle's 35.
And
Yeah,
everyone
it was
else shit the bed,
stupid.
and the only reason I won is because Scott traded me for Hollywood Brown, and that's a
Yeah.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
match for Mike Kyler Murray.
Yep.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
that trade's actually worked out very well for me so far. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a good
Kittle's
trade.
gonna come back for you.
The gamble there is both Kittle, which I'm disappointed in so far. What's up with that, man? Like, I don't care that he has to block now. Why can't anybody throw him the ball?
Honestly, I think it's mostly because Trent Williams is out right now.
Fuck that guy. When did
I
Trent
mean,
Williams
he could
come
at least
back?
Kelsey,
Hopefully
right?
soon.
25 yards, 4 touchdowns. For him.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
fuck
Like,
yeah.
exactly.
Just
Like, if
something,
Kelsey
like-
can do it, Kittle can do it.
In all fair, he should have had a goddamn touchdown this last
Yeah,
week.
He
That's
should
true.
have. But with that trade, like the trade-off there was, I'm gambling that Kittle is going to bounce back. You're gambling that Hollywood Brown is not going to tank when DeAndre Hopkins comes back. And
Right.
like that was one of my favorite trades that I've made this offseason because it was one of those trades where you don't really know who wins the trade, and I love those trades.
And I don't trade often.
Right, I know you don't.
I mean, I really don't. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm going to try the Hollywood Brown thing.
I felt a little guilty because it was like 2 days after your wife died, and I was like, oh, am I like trying to hit him? Like, why? He's like,
Newsflash.
Kick him while he's down, he can't think, right?
Exactly. I'm going to get everybody.
He hasn't paid attention to football for 3 fucking weeks. He doesn't even know who's on his team. He asked Rich to be like, hey, dude, pay attention to my team. If somebody goes out, can you put somebody in for me?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, let's try it. So, I mean, and you gave me Tanya, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll start him 1 week, and then I'm gonna drop
was
Tanya,
like
and
a
I'm
fine,
like,
flyer maybe.
This was a Kittle.
This was a Kittle
Hollywood Brown trade.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna give it a go because then I have a stack a little bit, with Murray to.
And that's why I went to you with it instead of going to somebody else with it. Like
that's the only way it would have worked.
Yep. The stack there really helped you out, and even if Hollywood Brown takes a step back, which he will take some sort of a step back, I'm almost sure. Even as a wide receiver too, he's going to be a really good stack for you.
He's going to be a good stack on that end, and I think the other part besides that, DeAndre is going to take some of his
coverage, right? Like right now, he's getting a ton of coverage, and
right.
DeAndre is going to get doubled.
He's going to start getting open.
Right.
He won't be the number one cover.
Exactly. This is going to be.
You don't want that dude to get open.
Yep. I'm actually. I mean, there's no question about it. I was nervous about sending that trade out because I wasn't sure that I was winning that trade. And yet,
it's still up in the air.
Right. Like at the end of this, so far I'm 5-0, but only barely this week because I eked by at the end. Oh my god, dude! I just ripped ass so bad right now. Like I thought I shit myself for a second.
As long as it doesn't smell like a Hobbit.
Dude, don't worry. I don't have like bad gas like that. But I really did think I shit myself there for a second. I was like one of those things like, oh my god.
It's a pride of pride. It's a part of like
point of pride.
Point of pride. Yeah, because I'm like. Not everyone can have, even after you don't work somewhere, still have a sign on the wall saying no hobbits allowed.
No hobbits
allowed.
Yeah, but I set up my draft this year when I was telling Rich. When I did my draft, I drafted for not my first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I drafted for after. That's why I drafted people that have been hurt, like Dobbins.
Yep.
You know that dude's gonna bounce back strong. And a couple other people like that.
And see, that's the thing is like, some of these guys that come in late in the season, now they don't have a full season's workload on them, and so they'll last through the end of the season, hopefully.
Yep.
And so you take a gamble on. I did the same thing with Michael Thomas and a couple of my leagues, and
whoever drafted DeAndre. I tried to get.
Might have been me on this one. I think it was me in that league. I think
because I was going to pick him.
Yeah.
But I think he took him right before I did.
Yeah, it was me because that was one of the reasons why I got rid of Hollywood, or I was okay with getting rid of Hollywood, was because I had DeAndre sitting in the wings.
Yeah.
So, I felt like I was going to get rid of a wide receiver 2 for a potential wide receiver 2, maybe 1.
Yeah.
Who are you taking, Minnesota or Miami?
I'm taking Minnesota.
All right. So, Frodo, you're the only one on Miami this week.
That's okay.
You're on the Keys. Not an island, you're on the Keys. It's
your bridge is out too, by the way.
Huh? Your bridge is out. Like full on crew lies. Like you had a helicopter come in and blow that fucker out.
I'll turn it into a raft and swim like all the
Next up, we've got Cincinnati traveling to New Orleans. Cincinnati is 1.5-point favorites.
I don't like this one.
Yeah, I don't feel confident on that game.
I'm going New Orleans.
Okay.
Give me Cincy.
I'm also going to take Cincy.
I'm going to take Cincy, but I don't love it. I'm with you. I see the it's. Look, Cincy has. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but pat. The Cincinnati Bengals have regressed quite a bit this year, and that was like when you look at last season. They're playing pretty well on par with last season in terms of the whole season, but not if you just look at the postseason. They were amazing.
Jamar Chase is getting covered.
So heavily.
He's getting two and 3, sometimes 4 people on his side of the field covering
he's getting
him.
Straight up like Piper Perry gangbang.
He has run the most routes in the league.
I don't like it that my wife knows now that I know a porn star's name.
I didn't even know who you're talking about. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
The white girl in the middle of the 5 black guys on the couch. That's Piper Perry. Like, apparently you guys don't search, like, petite
names.
blonde
No,
very often.
we don't search names. We just don't look at the names.
Yeah.
See, I was looking up Jamal and Jaquan and
Piper Perry popped up.
and then Piper Perry.
Right along those, yeah.
Yeah, I think at some point, Jamar Chase is going to start having the games that he was having last year.
Yep.
I think that the offensive line is actually starting to work together fairly well.
Yeah,
starting to improve a little bit.
And I think that's going to open up Burrow enough to be able to take a little bit more time that he needs in order for Jamar Chase to be getting open.
Are you guys saying right now, basically, you want to buy a Cincinnati, a Bengal? Like, name a Bengal, a starting
honestly
fantasy player.
I mean, really, any of them. T. Higgins has been fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
It depends on how healthy he is this week, too.
Yeah.
Right.
Joe Mixon gets the opportunity, so it's just
He's getting so much work. He just hasn't been super efficient with it.
Right, but he not super efficient last year either.
Right.
But he getting a lot of work, and so
a ton of
volume
work.
is king, right?
Yeah.
So you're buying on everyone.
I mean, I think
there.
I would, yeah. I
Because
think
right now, if they're not doing great right now, like Jamar Chase just put up like 4 points or 6 points or something like that in the PPR.
And honestly, you might have that type of player in your league, or the type of owner in your league that has one win with Jamar Chase on their team and needs something
to hit a home run.
Yeah.
And so
if you're one of those
you've got
upper
Taysom
end
Hill,
teams,
and you can pair Taysom Hill with somebody else who's hot right now, but maybe is not. Travis Etienne came off a pretty good game. Look, Brian Robinson was just announced as the starter apparently, so maybe you've got Brian Robinson, Etienne, and Taysom Hill, and you would give up all 3 of those guys for Jamar Chase, wouldn't you?
Here's a question: Who, if you had the 101 pick right now, who would be the number 1 pick?
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson.
He had a great game this week, and he had a great game a couple of weeks ago. But overall, I mean, Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp's on target on pace for like 18 touchdowns,
billion
and
yards,
and like
Honestly,
1,800 yards or something like
The
that.
important question is, where the fuck do I take a piss?
Right outside.
in the weeds.
Yeah, right there.
So just point towards the fence, not on the fence, because I have to restain that fence.
It would have been like,
Whoa!
you're doing a Scott. Honestly, it'd be
every week. That's what I do.
I think the top 5 would be Cooper Kupp, Jefferson, either one.
Uh-huh.
You could throw
Yeah,
there.
I'm with you there. Like
Number 3, Austin Eckler
Yep.
for the last couple weeks. Tyreek Hill would have bumped up in
he's
there.
pretty close. He's definitely top 10, probably top
or
5.
Waddle would have been.
I don't know that
I
I
think
would
Hill
want-
has that pizzazz, and
Yeah.
then your other one would be Stephon Diggs or Josh Allen because of how he's playing it.
You think that Josh Allen is worth a first round? Let's call it even at number 10.
I saw a stat. They are outpacing and outperforming all top running backs. That elite quarterbacks have outscored the, I think 75% of the first round draft picks across the board.
Yeah.
So
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, those guys.
right now. So one thing I will say, Saquon needs to be in discussion in those top 5 picks,
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
I will give you credit. You were fully on board Saquon. I was not at all.
Yeah.
He has been the best running back.
Maybe besides Art Eckler.
Well,
Overall,
but for the first 3 weeks,
Eckler was
kind of quiet.
Yep.
Whereas the last 2 weeks, Eckler's been fucking on fire.
Right.
The only
Wait, hold on. Yeah, Todd's penis is out right now.
but Saquon has been like legit this year. He looks like the Saquon rookie
explosive.
year Saquon.
I would
type
like to
thing.
see him get more targets.
I'd like
But
them to have a better quarterback.
Well, that's
Right.
because he's had to be quarterback in a Wildcat
he literally
offense.
had to throw the ball.
But normally, quarterback 1 to quarterback 12 is not very big of a difference.
Right.
Normally, there's a fairly small difference. Quarterback 1 to quarterback 5. Josh Allen. Josh Allen to Kyler Murray.
And where does Saquon fall in that?
I don't know. But Josh Allen to Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
There is a 50-point difference.
Wow.
That is quarterback 1 to quarterback 5.
Right.
That's pretty substantial.
That's
huge, through week 5. That's an average of 10 points more
per week.
Each week.
And 10 points should be the margin in most leagues, right?
Yeah.
Like your games aside, you guys have been having these really close games where you keep losing with the most points, you keep winning with the least points.
I just did this
right.
because I got my ass kicked the last couple weeks.
Right. So the point is that Josh Allen might be that difference maker. Where you're right, where he's probably worth considering in the first round in terms of the difference between him.
It's kind of like that Travis Kelce being drafted in the first round the past few years. Yep. Josh Allen's going on his 3rd year of being the quarterback 1 at the end of the year.
The difference between him and the rest, the difference between Travis Kelce and the rest, the difference between, God, I don't even know, like the guys that have been doing it consistently, like up until this season, I would have said Jonathan Taylor and the rest.
Yeah.
Right now, healthy CMC versus not healthy CMC, except this year.
Yeah.
Healthy CMC without Matt Rule.
Yes, that's the fucking issue.
Jalen Hurts has been stellar as far as the value that you got him at.
Yep.
Compared to what he's actually
Second
put on the
season
field.
in a row, by the way, that I've been touting the Jalen Hurts role too. So
I had him last
year. If you compare Jalen Hurts type thing to Lamar Jackson, if you put out Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts, anybody's going to take Lamar Jackson on a week-to-week basis.
Cost-to-cost value. Yep, right.
Because Lamar Jackson could put up 4 touchdowns and run for 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
And still lose.
Jalen Hurts isn't going to... That's true. Jalen Hurts is not going to do that, but he's not going to hurt your team ever.
Right, he's going to have one
touchdown.
There were
2 touchdowns in this last game. He ran them both the fuck in.
Yes. Yes. So he's got 1 week without a rushing touchdown. 1 week.
Yeah.
Without a rushing touchdown.
By the way, so far this year, Josh Allen, through 5 weeks, has been the quarterback 5, the quarterback 4, the quarterback 3, the quarterback 2, and the quarterback 1.
So he's getting better. You're saying that Josh Allen, who was...
It's not exactly in that order, but
okay, all right.
Because 3 weeks, 3 weeks ago when
he played like shit.
When Jared Goff and Geno Smith were the number 1 and 2.
Oh yes.
When they put up 50 points.
Yes. Yeah, the Seahawks are back to being one of those really fun offenses that are like the Blake Bortles Jaguars offense.
It's kind of like the Cowboys a couple years ago, where the defense couldn't stop anything.
Yeah.
So they had to just continuously try and
Except
score.
that the Cowboys had a better offense than the Seahawks have now.
Very true.
So, do we pick all that game?
No.
We all pick that game?
Yeah, we got that game gone. Next up, we got Baltimore traveling to the Giants. You know, what is it now? The 2-3 Baltimore Ravens against the 4-1 Giants.
God, dude.
Spread.
Baltimore -6.
6?
-6?
Wow, there's no love for New York there. Okay, so what's okay, let me look up the schedule real quick. So I want to know who has New York played right now.
They played Green Bay, they played Dallas, they played Washington, and they played the Bears.
Yep. Bears
and they played one other team.
Another shitting Washington, I think.
No, I said that.
Washington.
Oh. Who's another really shitty team?
I don't remember the other team that they played.
Was it Lions? No.
Nope. Because they were 2-0 going in. They played Washington and was it the Jets? No. I don't remember who they played week 1.
My phone's not working right now. I don't know. Yeah, somebody else look it up because apparently Verizon sucks out here. That's okay.
I mean, the good news is that Baltimore's on the road. They suck ass at home right now.
Right. So as far as Baltimore goes, that's a good thing. Weirdly,
right? Because they're 0-4 in the last 4 home games.
Oh my God.
By scores of 7 or less.
Titans, they beat week 1. Then they beat the Panthers. Then they lost to the Cowboys.
Yeah, they beat the Titans by 1.
Yeah, beat the Bears and beat the Packers.
Wow, all teams that are not good.
I'm going Baltimore.
Yeah, that was before Titans actually did
yeah.
anything.
I'm
Give me
going Baltimore.
give me Baltimore as well.
Yeah.
I'm learning you can't
6.5
trust. I'm
points.
learning you cannot trust the Titans week 1 because last year they got absolutely destroyed by the Cardinals.
Right.
So they beat the Titans and Panthers. The Panthers are the worst team in the league right now.
Yep.
They lost to the Cowboys and they looked awful in that game. Then they beat the Bears. That doesn't count. And then they beat the Packers, which we don't
We
really
don't know that counts either.
because it was a London game.
And it's the Packers this year,
Yeah, we
who
don't
are
know the
who are
Packers at all.
amazing for half the game. 6.5 points is a lot of points, though.
Just 6 points.
6 points? Oh, well, then that makes it easy.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Rick?
I was leaning Giants until I looked at the teams they've beat.
Right.
I mean, of note, the only one is Green Bay, but again,
What Green Bay
absolutely. They had a 10-0 lead quick
Yeah.
on the Giants. Baltimore should be able to do that too.
Yeah, and Lamar
But,
could
I
just
mean, in all fairness, Baltimore does the same fucking thing.
Lamar
They do
could
the
look
exact same
across
thing.
at Saquon Barkley and say, "Hey, I rushed for more than you when I was in college. I'm going to do it this game."
I'm going to say the Giants just because the points.
Yeah, I want to say the Giants, too. My gut's been leaning the Giants there, and
You said Baltimore, Doug?
yeah, it's weird. It feels gross to pick the Giants over the Ravens. But
That
with 6
giant D.
points, yeah, that giant D. Yeah. I'm gonna take the Giants. Fuck
So
it.
we're split again.
We are split.
You took Baltimore?
Yeah.
All right. I don't think we're going to be split on this one. Next up, we got Tampa Bay going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tampa Bay is 8-point favorites.
Tampa.
Yeah, give me the Brady's.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to be split on that one.
Hey, did Antonio Brown do anything weird this week?
Yeah, he started a new NFL team, the Retardinals.
Oh my God, dude.
How much do you work on that one?
Oh, Jesus.
Should have
man.
worked on it longer.
This one's surprising.
Should have workshopped that a little bit.
You got the Panthers
Okay.
traveling to L.A.
The not Matt Rule Panthers.
The not Matt Rule Panthers traveling to L.A. Maybe not even the Baker card or
No, he's out.
Panthers.
No, he's not out.
He has a high ankle
He has a
sprain.
high ankle
He has
sprain.
high ankle sprain.
Well, okay,
He's
but I
out.
didn't think he was out.
I
yet.
don't
he's
think
out.
he's not. I have not seen that he is officially out.
I would say
I've seen
he's
2
not
to
gonna-
6 weeks.
Yeah.
But Rams are 10-point favorites.
Oh,
I know where I'm
gross.
going with this already.
Panthers?
No,
No, I'm going Rams.
Rams.
See, and I'm going Panthers with this. I think
Panthers. I don't think
10
the
point-
Rams
Rams
can
are
win
not
any
great.
game by 10 points.
right. That's exactly my point. Is that the
I think the
Gene-
Rams are going to win. I just don't think it's going to be by 10 points.
I am
think-
not
I
100%
think-
confident that the Rams are going to win.
I think Aaron Darnold has something to say with
Aaron Donald.
Oh, Donald.
Sam
Well,
Darnold.
the Panthers
The
can't
love
beat
child
anyone.
is-
I don't think
Aaron.
I don't think Aaron Donald has shit to say to anybody this year.
Nah, he really has.
He's been fucking quiet.
I think this game is going to be a little different. But
Did you see his whole plan?
What?
Aaron Donald's whole plan was to play 8 years and retire.
Yeah, he was basically
Like he went
mentally
into
retired.
He went into the NFL saying, "I'm going to play 8 years and retire."
Yeah.
He played 8 years, won a Super Bowl, and then came back.
Well, and he's playing like he's retired.
Yeah.
Well, and he was retired mentally until they came back and offered him a ton more money, and he said, "All right, fine, I'll come back for another year or two." I think he signed for 2 years or 3 years, but it's really a 1 or 2 year deal.
Right. I'm just saying Cooper Cup.
yeah,
Cooper Kupp. I mean, there's no question about it. The problem is that Matt Stafford has been, like, statistically over the last 10 games has been absolute dog shit.
Did you guys see the OBJ Sean McVay
I
thing?
did see that.
I saw they didn't offer him enough money.
Did you see Sean McVay said, "Won't be the last one we send you."
Yeah, exactly.
They're sending him a big offer right now.
Yeah, and they should. Honestly, like, OBJ
they
looked
need.
amazing in the postseason,
The Rams
specifically the
need
Super Bowl.
that guy that can stretch a field.
Yeah,
Or Cooper Cup.
yeah.
Like, don't give a fuck who it is. If he even gets thrown a ball,
Right.
just open up the field for Cooper.
Van Jefferson's not going to be the guy. I mean, Tyler Higbee's clearly not going to be the guy that's gonna pull enough coverage.
What voodoo doll Summer had something against Allen Robinson?
I don't know,
Seriously,
dude.
that poor
That poor
bastard.
dude.
That's what they did. Is they gambled that Allen
Like,
Robinson was going to be
you did-
enough of an OBJ.
You did great 1 year with Blake Bortles, and that was how we voodooed it, and now you have to have all the other shit.
Yeah.
So there's 3 afternoon games this week,
Okay.
this coming Sunday. You've got Carolina, LA. You've got Arizona and Seattle. They did that.
That's a hard one.
They did that for a reason, because
They all suck.
nobody's going to be watching those games, because those are
the
the
West
two.
Coast.
Those are the two. No, those are the
Oh,
two
that's
Fox
right.
games.
Yeah.
That's right.
CBS is Buffalo, KC.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh.
it is as much of a primetime game as they could get.
Yeah.
They went. Nobody's getting. No, even Seattle fans don't care about this game.
Nope.
No.
They're gonna watch the fucking KC Buffalo game.
Speaking of, we'll go to this.
Arizona and Seattle.
Well, you took, who'd you take? You took Carolina, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Arizona, Seattle.
Arizona's 3-point favorites
In Seattle.
in Seattle.
I know who I'm taking here.
Seattle.
Because I bet it. Yeah.
Seattle.
Give me Seattle.
Seattle.
I'm going to take Seattle.
I want Arizona to win because of my stack in fantasy football.
They don't have to
I
win.
see-
They just need to score points.
Yeah, I just
They're going to put up points.
Yeah.
They're going to put up a lot of points. Everybody does.
Yeah.
It's a free-for-all.
The way that Arizona's playing, their
This is,
defense
by the way,
sucks
this is the
balls.
time to play. Like you're already playing everybody against the Lions. Play everybody against the Seahawks.
Oh yeah.
Like as
Yeah.
sad as it makes me.
As a 49er fan, I hope Seattle wins this game.
Sure.
Because I am not nearly as nervous of Seattle as
Right.
I am for Arizona when DeAndre Hopkins comes back.
Well, a healthy Arizona
next week.
is scary.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's Arizona will be scary with a healthy offense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This game, Buffalo traveling to KC. Buffalo's 2.5-point favorites.
Buffalo.
It is the first game
Yeah.
in Patty Mahomes' career at home that he is not a favorite.
I did 100%
Yep.
did not bet the line. I bet the over.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. No, that's.
I took the early over because it's like 52 or 55, 4 points, something like that.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Okay.
I'm going Buffalo. I like the way that they're playing better than I like how KC's playing the ball. I mean, obviously Patrick Mahomes is going to be Patrick Mahomes, but
Yeah,
he hasn't played that defense that he's going up
and
against.
Tre'Davious
Buffalo.
White, I think, is supposed to play in this game or back at practice or something like after ACL.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
he's going to play or not.
He
But-
probably won't play,
yeah.
but still.
Did you take?
I took Buffalo.
That's as much as I don't want to take Buffalo. I gotta take Buffalo.
Dude, they're on a fucking roll
Yeah. Only loss was the Dolphins.
somehow.
Played them well. Played them right the right way.
Scott is taking Buffalo as well. I'm going to take KC. Just
It's not a bad.
I'm going to be different on that one.
I hope KC wins.
The only player I have out of KC and or Buffalo is Travis Kelce. So you know what? I'm going KC.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't have either on my team.
Yeah, I don't have Josh Allen. I don't have Stephon Diggs. I don't have any of the running backs. The
Gabe.
only player I have out of any of these, because I got rid of all my Clyde Edwards-Helaire shares, is Travis Kelce, and I really fucking need some wins in one shitty. So I'm gonna hope that Travis Kelce can do something.
Well, I hope he puts up
Who do
points
we all
for
take?
it,
We
too.
took Buffalo.
I took
Buffalo, KC.
Okay, so here's my. What's the over/under on this one? Do you know?
I'll look real quick because I
You
didn't
said you
double.
took the early at like 52 or something.
Yeah, I just bet it.
I bet it's up.
I
Dude, that's
see.
gonna be a-
It was
It
over
is-
54.
Yeah, 54.
I took This I bet my parlay. I took Niners at 5.5, Bucks at -8, Packers at 7.5, because I think they're going to beat the Jets. I took the Dolphins. They're 3.5.
Dude, I think it's worth it just to put those stupid parlays together.
Raven-
for like the $10.
Yeah.
This was
For
20
a
bucks.
chance.
This was $20. Ravens 5.5, Jaguars +2, Seattle +2.5, over 54 and over 42 on the Cowboys-Eagles game, and then Chargers -5. $20 wins me like I don't know, like $12,000.
So
If it hits, it hits.
Yeah.
we're at 54. Did you say for the
54 over under.
54 over under, and they're putting Buffalo up by 2.5, right? So they're saying that Buffalo is going to win 27-25, give or take. No,
That's only 52.
that's only 52. So
It'd be 27 points apiece.
28, 26.
6, yeah.
So 28, 26. Do I think? Because here's what I'm thinking is that Buffalo's defense has been amazing so far, but they haven't played somebody nearly the caliber that KC is.
And when they did, they lost to Miami.
Yeah, the over, right? I mean, even if it was,
And you look when they played Baltimore, they had to come back in that game.
Yeah.
they've been
And
putting up tons of points.
The only
themselves,
reason they didn't
but-
is because Baltimore played like safe in the second half of that game, second half of that game.
yeah, you're right. I'm taking the over on that. And
Because we know that
mortgage on
KC is not going to play safe in the second half of that game.
they don't play safe at all.
No.
They may be down in that game at some point, but that just means that they're
And
going
if they're
to.
down by 10 or more, they have a 57% chance of winning. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm going on a limb and say I'm starting Patrick Mahomes in Dynasty.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So here's a question: who do you think gets the first touchdown in that game?
Whoever gets the ball first.
Yeah.
So throw out
So
a
it's
pick.
a
Buffalo.
coin flip.
Buffalo.
No. Like who
Oh,
specifically?
who?
Yeah.
Hey Amanda, so Rick is underwater again on this? Like, because I think you said that like a couple of weeks ago. So
He was on the phone. That was
Oh,
last
that's
week.
right. That's
yeah,
when he was
that
on the
last
phone.
weekend. He was on
Do
the
you
phone.
just think that his voice sounds like this coming over like the air? Maybe
That could be true.
Maybe it's just that you think that he's drowning all the time.
I
Are you
see-
being waterboarded right now?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm going to say again, it's Gabriel Davis.
I think Gabriel Davis.
Scott,
CEH.
CDH.
Really?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Stephon Diggs gets first touchdown. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
gonna
do
write
it.
it down.
We'll call that our an additional bet on the week.
Yeah. And we have Sunday and Monday night.
Yeah, we still have some. So next up, we've got Dallas traveling to Philadelphia. Philadelphia 6-point favorites going into this game. It's
Dallas.
still going to be Cooper Rush.
Dallas.
I'm going to take Dallas
Do we know
on
for
this.
sure that it's Cooper Rush? Okay. Because I saw he was practicing
He
today.
practiced today, but as far everything that I've seen still says that it's going to be
The
Cooper
grip
Rush this
strength
week.
just isn't there. I think
I don't think you want to fuck up what they've had going
I agree.
going against Philadelphia.
And I think
I agree.
Philadelphia still wins the game, but it's not,
But not
by
6.
a touchdown.
Yeah.
So you guys are both going Philly?
Yeah, I bet the
No, I'm going Dallas.
I bet the over on the yeah we're both
Yeah.
in Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh, you guys both went Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was so you said okay.
'Cause
I got you.
Philly +6.
Philly plus 6. Yeah, and that's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
In a divisional game, that's a lot.
a lot.
And Rush is actually playing pretty freaking good.
Their defense is playing pretty good too.
Yeah, defense is playing pretty lights out.
Who you taking, Rick? What do you want? Look your balls out there, buddy.
I'm going to take Philly.
I'm taking Philly. Taking Philly 100% on this one. Philly is just their offense has just been going nuts, absolutely nuts, and I don't think that Cowboys can hang with them. So they can't seem to figure out what to do with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard on the field.
We have a lot of splits. We don't have a lot of like islands.
I'm just playing
in
points
this
on
one.
this one. I think Philly wins it.
Yeah, you think Philly
Philly
wins,
wins.
just not by more than 6 or whatever it is. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just playing that off.
Yeah.
And last up, I don't think this is going to be hard. Denver
Chargers.
going to Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah,
Chargers are 4.5 point
Chargers.
favorites.
I don't think it's even close. It's about
I just can't bet
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
saying
Dodgers.
Chargers.
Just a lot of it's based on the last few games. It's just they can't keep up in a shootout.
No, smash the Chargers on this one. Look,
But
Dude,
there's
if
also
the
one
Chargers come out and don't destroy them in this game, it's going to look so bad for them.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be bad, yeah. Now, it's a division game, which is always more important, and it's always, a grittier game. But like, let's say that the Broncos can't put up more than 12 or 9 points.
Or get a touchdown.
Or
Let's
just talk touchdowns.
Let's call it
doesn't happen.
Let's say that the Broncos can't get a touchdown against Indianapolis Colts. Do you think that they can keep pace against a defense that is, at absolute worst, the same as Indy? No. This game's Chargers. I mean, like, I respect that you have to go with Broncos, and I really do.
Chargers.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he was like,
My team's garbage. No, we're going.
Yeah. Dude, love my Broncos, but I'm not that stupid.
Okay, all right, cool.
I mean, maybe this shoulder surgery that Russell Wilson had, maybe he comes out and just fucking lights it up.
Sure.
I'd love to see it.
Maybe he's drinking that miracle water with the bubbles again, and he'll,
Hold on, who am I? Bronco Countries.
This is right.
Oh, he looks back. It's like,
That's right.
Yeah, he's like 10 feet from the microphone. That's right.
Oh, I forgot my catchphrase. Yeah, no, he's not great this year, and he's just such a douche. But I've been saying that for years.
Oh, yeah,
To put it out there very, very clearly, I got into an argument with somebody on Twitter about this, that I've been saying it for years, that this dude is a douchebag. Like, he's not.
Dude, ever since he came out with the whole Mr. Unlimited thing, it has been so much worse.
Mr. Unlimited.
Unlimited. Like,
Yeah.
he's just such a dolt. Like, fuck that guy.
Chris Brandt had it right. He's the biggest poser that
He
NFL.
is.
No, it's very
Just be your goody two shoes like Christian boy that you are. Like
That TikTok where he's just pointing things, all the things he didn't choose.
I saw a thing the other
like he's just full on dad bod.
I saw a thing the other day where he was like doing this thing where he had his group of people around him and he's picking out suits like they're going through suits. Now, I understand that Russell Wilson is not a white guy.
Right. Does he?
He is the whitest white guy, though.
But
He's the whitest black dude. He's the whitest white dude. Yeah, you're right.
he's always been very well spoken
Yep.
and everything else.
Yeah.
In this little TikTok that he did,
Yeah.
he sounded very black.
Yeah, he just went all thuggish on it and
He
just
went
like
very, very
he's
thuggish
like-
on it, and it was just like, why are you doing this?
don't be somebody you're not. Like it doesn't
just
matter to
be
football.
yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to football whether or not you're yourself or you're
it
not.
comes off
And-
so incredibly fake.
Right, which makes the fans not like him even more when he's struggling. And we talked about this last week, that I think that's the biggest struggle that he's having is for the first time ever in his career, he's struggling with the fact that he doesn't have 100% support behind him. Like in Seattle, we booed a lot when Pete Carroll played it safe or when whatever. And Pete Carroll, who's famous for not playing it safe in the Super Bowl.
Right.
There was a lot of boos towards the team at times when we played bad, but never towards Russell Wilson directly. And now it feels like it's happening directly to him. And it's because he's got a very bad PR team.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he doesn't have a PR team and he needs one.
Yeah.
So,
And I feel like he's quickly losing that locker room.
Yeah. If you look
you
at
ask KJ Hamler. Yeah. Right?
or the stare Melvin Gordon gave him, like,
Oh my God. That was a really good scare.
Oh, he's
this
like,
Dude,
motherfucker.
that was the best part of that game was all the memes that fucking
Right?
came out.
This honky.
what the guy said, Mr. Interception.
Yeah.
Interception. Yeah, all right. What's the next game?
Sorry.
That's it. That was Monday night.
That's Monday. Oh my God, they have Monday
I
night.
know. Monday.
Yes.
After Thursday
Yes.
last week. we got to
Preseason,
deal with
I
it
picked
Monday.
the Broncos to
Four
win the division.
Oh, yeah.
Winning that
6
one.
games have been primetime Denver games. They thought Denver was going to be a lot better than they were.
That's 100%
all
a
did.
dangerous situation they got going with that.
That's the thing, man. Is like that's when I first found his Twitter handle, which was a couple of years after, because I wasn't into Twitter at all. And once I first saw his Twitter handle of
Dangerous.
Danger Russ, I was like,
The
fuck
fact that
you,
his Subway
man.
sandwich is the Danger Witch.
Jesus, man, like everything, like, and to Tim Jenkins' point, that doesn't matter in terms of critiquing his football play, but it doesn't help in terms of critiquing him.
Yeah.
And
His locker room.
and his locker room control. Like if we think he's a douchebag, what do you think fucking any of those guys? Jerry Judy thinks of him. What do you think Melvin Gordon thinks
Hey,
of him?
fellas, you guys want to come over?
Yeah, right.
So, like, it's
Jesus,
because it's
man.
the most probably the most likable person I've heard was Fitzmagic. 100% wins every single locker room he's ever been in.
Yeah.
Because he's genuine, and
Yeah,
that's
he's
the big
always
thing.
himself, right? Yeah.
And I don't think anyone even knows what the real Russell Wilson is.
Maybe we do now.
Maybe
I mean,
there's a
like-
reason his wife fucked Golden Tate. I mean,
Oh, fuck. Yeah, like, I can't wait for the 30 on 30 on that. Like that's what I want to see. This gives a full 30 on 30 on Russell Wilson and his first wife.
what was Golden
Starting
Tate's?
with the meme.
The good news is
No, it's 100% just number 14 on his wife.
the good news is I think this has to be like the last primetime game for Denver
Thank God.
at this point.
If-
Because I think the most primetime games was 5.
They shot their load
And they've
right
had
off the
4.
rip.
They just went right out of the gate with that.
So-
Yeah, and if it's not their last game, it probably will be their last game in prime time. Because
They'll
they'll
get
get
flexed
bumped at
out,
somebody at some point. I don't actually know if you can bump the primetime games.
You can't.
It depends
You
on
can, yeah.
Monday nights you can't, Thursday nights you can't.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
But if it's a Sunday night
If it's
game,
a
it
Sunday
can
night
get
football
flexed.
game,
Sunday
they're,
night football.
the Dolphins game, their second to last game is Buffalo, in Buffalo. And when I was looking at possible tickets, it was to be determined on the time. They have it floating for a reason.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have a certain number of those games with different teams because they're trying to foreshadow, like, okay, if
This
this
one's gonna
comes down
be
to
a-
it
yeah.
could be a fantastic
Yeah, so
game
they
to flex
play
into.
They play the Jets next week, or this week. No, they play the Jets next week. Yeah, Jets next
Broncos?
week. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they play the Jaguars in London because they've got a 6:30 game. Then they have a 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They have another 5:20 game on December 11th against the Chiefs,
Won't
but it's
happen.
the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
So it'll depend on the schedule at that point, but I doubt they flex the Chiefs out of it.
Yeah, it's all about
130,
the Chiefs
10.
at that.
And
Right,
then-
exactly.
And then the Chargers and Broncos is a to be determined game. That's week 18 though, or week 17, week 18.
Okay.
So that'll be deciding whether or not they.
Which of
'Cause
the
they
2
don't-
of the 4 teams are going to go to the playoffs? Probably.
Yeah, because they don't know who's going to be that Sunday night game that says, "Oh wait, this team is going to decide all of the."
Remember what at the beginning of the season, before the season, when we were all talking about how the Chargers and the Chiefs and
The
the
AFC
Raiders
was
and
just-
the Broncos, the 3 of them are going to go to the playoffs, and how we thought, well,
Two of them will.
the only chance is that maybe they cannibalize themselves, and so only 2 of them go. And now it's just like, well, okay, KC's going
The Raiders
Yes,
might not make it at all.
at all,
And
They
it may
to make a
have
huge
nothing to
turnaround.
do. It may have nothing to do with the AFC West.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. They're in division. Record might be, call it 6 of 8.
Yeah.
You know, and they still might not make it to the playoffs because they have not won.
Yeah. They're 1-4.
They're 1-4. They've won 1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is our new format. We're going to come out on Wednesday nights now, and so you guys are going to start listening to this on Thursday. So we're not going to talk about waivers. We're not going to talk about. We're still going to talk about injuries because
Yep.
that's going to be important going into it. We'll talk about who's going on. Do you want to look up buys next
Buys.
week, week 7?
Week 7 buys are
Because so we'll start talking about this stuff to make sure that you guys are up to date on that. But the truth is that you
big
guys-
ones next week: Bills, Rams, Vikings, Eagles.
Yep.
Bills, Rams, Vikings, Eagles. So
That's a big week.
That's
Well,
a-
I mean, it is.
Bills,
it is
Vikings.
This is what you wanna
You've got
play.
Bills.
Eagles.
You've got Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen
And Gabe Davis.
and Gabe Davis.
And some of us are still clinging on to Dawson Knox with some fucking
Yeah.
hope.
You got
Raiders, you really have. I mean, I guess you have a few there. You've got
There's
Darren
no
Waller,
Rams.
who's been playing.
Rams are next week.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I saw that. My bad.
Cooper
Vikings.
Kupp. Yeah.
Vikings, you've got quite a few players because
Yep. Rams is Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, and that's probably it there, right? Like
you're
nobody.
not playing Stafford right
Maybe
now.
Darnell Anderson as a flex.
Maybe,
in a
but you
bench.
don't want to.
No. Vikings. You're gonna have
Ouch.
Justin Jefferson.
Who are you playing that week?
Maybe Thielen.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, you're playing
Dalvin
Chris.
Oh shit! You got a lot of buys next week.
Dude, I've got Higbee, Sanders. Let's see, Higbee's just a fill-in for me right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I've got Higbee, Sanders, and my Bills defense. Next week I'm playing Chris.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who has no buys?
Number
Who has
3 next.
no
I think
buys?
he's number 3 in the league right now. Number 2.
I think he's
I think Rick is
he's
2.
two.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's
so,
2 now.
So, so Rick and him are tied.
Yeah,
Number
after
2.
he fucking squeaked out a victory over me. Fucking son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah. So anyway, so we're gonna be out on Wednesday nights from now on. Tell us how you like the new format. We figure you guys are probably paying attention enough to some of the other bigger podcasts for some of this other stuff, and so it's better for our families if we're fucking around on a Wednesday night instead. Also, what do you guys think about having the guests around? I mean, like this one sucked, but like some of the other ones.
That's what I do.
Like so, we're always looking for other people to be around. So hit us up, Amanda, if you want to join the fucking podcast. Fuck it, that'd be fun. I don't know, like anybody. Like Maverick wanted to be on the podcast.
That's true, he did.
And the quiz, I quizzed him. I was like, "What do you know about football?" And he's like, "It's brown and white," and I was like, "You're fucking right, dude."
Yeah,
Like,
kind of nailed it.
like,
I bring him in.
I didn't know
Bring
if
him
he was
in.
talking about the players or if he was talking about the ball, but either way, he was right. They were brown or white.
Not
and
incorrect
nailed
either
it.
way.
Okay, so going back to something I said earlier, the new heights, the
Oh,
Travis
yeah.
Kelsey and Jason Kelsey
Yeah.
thing.
Can we get them on the podcast? You
That
think?
would be cool.
You think we do that? You know, they're growing right now.
They said
so.
something about they're the number 1 sports podcast. 6 episodes, they're the number 1 sports podcast. They said something the other today, actually, talking about cornerbacks being, or DBs being one of the hardest positions, and Travis Kelsey didn't agree,
Okay.
and then Jason Kelsey said, "How many white guys are DBs?"
Yeah.
There are no white DBs.
There was one last year, and he was the first one in like 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like,
starting white DBs don't exist.
no. Like, and there's a reason why.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's that extra alleged muscle or whatever that,
Yeah.
that the black guys have. I don't
Yeah.
know. Huh?
The fast twitch.
The fast twitch. Yeah. Yeah.
But-
or maybe it's the fact that they can run really fast with bullets or something. I don't know.
Jason Kelsey's whole thing was like, DBs don't get a break. Like, you have a receiver that has a really long run.
They step out.
They get oxygen on the side.
Yep.
That
Oh,
DB is right back out there.
Right back in there, and he's in coverage.
He's
Oh,
not.
really?
He's in coverage. He might be running 35 yards across the field
Yep.
to cover somebody. And then, oh, wait, he has to come and cover the guy that just got oxygen for the last 2 minutes.
Right, and then he has to come down and tackle the guy that ran because it was a run play, or
Yeah.
because there was a blown coverage, and
Yeah.
now and the linebacker missed, so now he has to make the tackle.
Yeah.
That's a good call. DB
You're basically soccer players.
So according to this, there have been 7 white cornerbacks.
Yeah.
One of them was Mike Fury, who was thrown in like an Edelman situation.
Okay.
The last starting white cornerback was Jason Sehorn
Jason in
at the end of 2003.
okay. There it is. There you guys have it. White guys can't play DB. That's it. It's not us. We're not saying like I can't play.
I'm not running that long.
No. It's our cardio really more than anything. Like that's white guys are fat. Like we're just all fat. So
Man, what's that say about soccer players? Because there's a lot of white soccer players, though.
are there?
Yes.
Are they all Russian?
No.
Not a lot of.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to get some Russians.
We gotta get some Russians.
I don't know that Russians are a good thing right now.
No. Ukrainians.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all busy right now, though.
They're a little busy. They're being drafted, but in a different draft.
What they're trying to do is create a new Warzone map because the other one has gone away. Also takes place in Ukraine.
It's true.
Yeah, I gotta get
Updating
words
that.
in.
Todd, photo, or texting.
West for Russia.
Oh, fuck, that's funny. Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
All right, so we will be back next week. I don't know that we'll have a special guest, but if we don't, maybe we'll invite you back. Maybe we won't. We'll see what our ratings are. If they're above 3, then, you know.
We got two
Maybe.
We've only got 3 people
That's
watching.
one more beer than I had in my last drink.
Yeah, right? All right, so...
there's a dark joke. There's only one death here. I had more kills the other night, so.
Is that a dead wife joke?
Yes.
In
I've
front
got
of
plenty
him?
of those.
Yeah.
Right now? Like,
He's only
Todd's made way more
Todd's made
dead
like
wife jokes than
15 of
anybody
them.
else.
Dude, my dead wife jokes are on point.
okay, all right, good.
Apparently, one of the salesmen came up and basically was like, "Oh, I didn't even know you still worked here." And he was like, and he's like, "I didn't give you the approval for time off." And he's like, "I didn't give approval for my wife to die."
Dude, shut him the hell up.
Oh my god.
Well, you should the one I had. I had this one of my buddies just texted me, and I'm not answering them back. And you know how, dude, if you text me, I don't answer you back.
Right.
Don't fucking text me again.
Right.
You know. But he kept going and going and going and going.
Real
It was like
thirsty
five-
ass big.
Like
Dude,
literally, Todd showed me. There's like fucking 13 or 14
yeah.
text
Squirky?
messages back to back. No.
Right. So that's why I did the picture of my wife in her box, cremated, sitting on my couch, saying my wife and I getting ready to watch a movie. So I made that for him and sent it to him, dude. He shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
Still hasn't texted me back.
He's like, how do I respond to this?
What movie did you watch? Weekend at Bernie's? Was it Weekend at Bernie's?
Beaches.
Beaches.
Yeah, we went old school.
Okay, so yeah, I don't. How do I follow that up? I guess I don't know.
See, this is why we're friends. 'Cause we don't adhere to this.
I told one guy, I was like, hey, you should follow my diet plan. I figured out how to lose 125 pounds on Sunday.
It took him a second.
Oh my god. See, and here's the thing. The problem is that you've been wishing for your wife to die. You just didn't think you thought it was going to be your ex-wife, not your current wife.
Right, yeah, no, yeah, that part got
You got to be more specific when you pray to God, man. Like, you got to be really specific when you're praying.
Wrong fucking coin.
Oh my god! I remember the first time I met your ex-wife, and how
inebriated,
trollish. I don't know.
I never met her. I just knew the post Todd, and I figured like that had to be really bad.
I thought the first thing I thought was just cocaine.
There was a lot of cocaine.
A lot of energy, all negative, and I just assumed snow. Like that's what I. She was Elsa, I guess. I don't know.
Speaking of Twinger, I went at State, so I went into the Safeway.
Right there.
Yeah, I went into the Safeway.
Full
I'm
stop.
doing the self checkout, and this lady was literally like shadow boxing someone at the self checkout.
Oh
And then
my
I
God.
watched her walk out and get in a PT Cruiser,
fair.
and then get back out, redo the door, get back in, get back out. I'm like, she fucking drove here.
Yeah, actually, her ghost haunts me all the time. It's just always up in the corner. No sex.
Every time. Missy's what's giving him all of the pop-ups during Pornhub. Like every time it comes up, and it's like now the pop-up is like new locals in your area. That's what's giving him is Missy.
Definitely.
Like,
No,
you can't watch porn. New locals in your area.
It's where it goes to buffer, and it doesn't.
Yeah,
go
you can skip the ad in 4 seconds. Ha, that's a joke. We're gonna play the whole ad.
All right, fuckers. We will see you guys next week on Wednesday, and yeah, thanks for hanging out. Peace out.
Later.
You make fucking jokes.
His porn only turns up dicks now. She's like, I gotcha. Here's another dick.